No. All right, I'm starting the recording, by the way. So
Yeah, sure.
just so we don't miss anything. Yeah, hit him. You know how to add friends to DM? Do that.
Yeah,
do that thing.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this Bobby?
Hell yeah, it is.
Bounce
You already
and
have
Bobby.
his. Yeah, you already have his OPGG, right?
Right. It's up here. I'm gonna share my screen, so let me know when you can see it. But you should be able to see what I'm seeing here. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Let us take a look at his. Well, actually, let's wait for your Dio to get in here. Is he in here? I can't even tell.
Yeah, he said he needs 1 second.
Oh, I see.
Discord crashed. Yeah.
We can discuss your OPGG, I guess, while we're waiting.
All right,
so
let's do
tell
it.
me what's going on? What's going on here in the in terms of picks and play style, that kind of stuff.
So basically, like, I tried to spam Kai'Sa as much as possible because I think it's the best champion, and I put so much time and effort into her that I want to keep playing her.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've used to play a lot of Caitlyn too, like pre 8.11, but I don't think she's that good anymore. And Saya only with Rakan. So right now I'm trying to play like only 4 champions, like since today, and that's Trist. We like try to play like certain lanes, like Trist Alistar or Kai'Sa with something, Nami Jhin, and for example like Lucian Braum or Lucian with something that has some sort of engage. So those 4 champs.
Interesting. Okay. So what do you guys play together on comms and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm here right now. But
oh, hey, what's up, Bobby? Let's take a look at your OPGG then. What's going on here?
All right.
Tell me about your playstyle, your picks, that kind of the whole shebang.
Pretty aggressive, as you can see, with the Rakan, the Pike, and the Thresh. I like to go aggressive, but
this is good. Playmaking supports are always good, but I find it kind of funny that you say that, and then the champions that you win with is like Nami and like Sona. So like, what's going on? What's going on here?
Right, that's because like I guess we have different play styles, me and Balance, so that's why, and we're trying to figure it out a little bit.
All right. Yeah, it makes sense. So do we only have Balance's perspective here?
Yeah, it's like we wanted to review the first game, like exactly this game.
Okay, this game. All right, let's take a look. So what do you guys usually have problems with? Do you guys know?
Sometimes vision, sometimes like decision making in laning phase, and sometimes macro. Like you will notice something that I need to figure out myself when you watch the VOD. So I have really small hands, and I did not figure out how to level spells with my keyboard, so I do it with my mouse. I level up my spells with my mouse since I cannot figure out how to do it because I can't press Control and a button.
Holy shit,
my hands
really?
are too small.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's really bad. You'll notice it.
I took a really bad trade here. You can see, like, I just.
All right, let's talk about this. Stop. All right. So, have you guys seen any of my other coaching videos by any chance?
No.
All right. So the first thing you always need to go over is laning, right? That's always like the first thing. And I mean, duos especially, because why do you duo? Oh, win lane, win mid game, win late game, win team fights, and then you win the game, right? It's kind of how it goes. So, can anyone tell me what's going on this lane? What are you supposed to do?
All right, now
before level 6. Before level 6.
So basically, yeah. Do you want to say or should I say? Okay,
no,
so
well, I'll have both of you try and explain. How about that?
We wanted to pick Nami, but it got drafted away, so we kind of like drafted a support that can poke and heal as well into the matchup, so we can even out the Nami a bit. And I think like Jhin is stronger in lane than Kai'Sa, so our job is to like kind of pressure them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, Bobby, what do you think?
All right, so I was trying to trade with Nami, which is not a good idea, seeing as she always starts W. But the best thing for this lane, I think, is to push to 2 as fast as possible, right? So so that we get a heal as well, and we're able to win the trades.
Okay, so it sounds like we have some ideas of what's going on, but or not rather than say but and it could be improved by adding some information you might not know, right? So like like you said, you know, getting level 2 seems to be pretty advantageous in this lane, right? And you guys wanted to pick someone who could heal and, you know, take trades in lane, right? But I think there is some kind of bigger ideas missing here, I guess. So what we mean by that is, you know, do you want to trade this lane? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed, right? You're Sona's a trading champion. She wants to trade, right? How about Jin? Does Jin want to trade?
I think so, yeah. Especially into Kai'Sa with your 4-shot Q.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Right. You want to trade when you have 4-shot, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you look at Kai'Sa and Nami. Okay. So does Nami want to trade? I mean, I guess the obvious
Absolutely.
answer is yes.
Yeah.
And then does Kai'Sa want to trade?
No.
Right. So not really. Right. So you know, now that we know that you guys are like, oh, we should trade, and then you know, why do you guys think you lost this trade?
I took a big chunk. Like she basically started heal, I started Q, right?
I could have gotten one more auto in maybe, but she went into fog like really fast.
If there's a general idea here at work, that will be true of any lane that has trading versus trading matchup. What would it be here? What are we looking at? Also, this is why Twitch sucks. All right, but yeah, look at this picture.
So they went.
I'm tanking creeps, maybe. Am I tanking the creep aggro as well? That's why we kind of lost.
They're tanking creeps too. So, but that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, they hit the bush and we didn't. So like we kind of stood up in the lane and they had the bush to like reset like the creep aggro, and I couldn't get another. Like if I get another hit there in Onami, then we win the trade. But I don't because she gets into fog.
I would probably say you still don't win the trade, right? In terms of like when you guys want to trade, it has to be like this is clearly winning. So let's say you look at this picture, right? And your first shot is up and you have Q, right?
Yeah.
Is this clearly winning?
No, absolutely not.
Wait, how's that not clearly winning?
'Cause I don't have Q.
No. If you have Q and first shot.
Yeah, then we win no
So
matter
why is this not a good idea to trade here?
Because he doesn't have Q.
He doesn't have anything, right? He doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
So that's part of the problem is that you guys this is very common for many players is that they just hit champion because they can. Right. Does that sound pretty accurate? You're just like, oh, they're in range, he wants to fight, we're gonna hit him. Right.
Yeah.
And you know, this also falls into the trap of jungle's here and then everyone dies, you know, that kind of idea. But you get what I'm saying, right? Is that you only want to trade when you have a specific reason to. So here you go for a trade because you have your first shot, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But why is this not a good idea?
Because Sona is not in range and I don't have Q.
Right. It's not clearly winning, right? You're gonna face tank a wave, right? I don't know. I guess it's on cooldown or something, but she would have dumped on you if she pressed W there, right? So how do you know what's clearly winning?
When you have everything up, right?
In a trade versus trade matchup. We'll call this trade versus trade matchup, right? Because both sides want to trade with Sona's Q and W and then Nami's W, whatever. How do you know who wins?
I don't think we win early, do we? Actually, if we both have.
If Kai'Sa is in the wave, her Q is like mostly getting soaked by the wave and not by a champion. So in a wave with Q and 4th shot and your Q up, we win. Like even if Nami has heal, doesn't matter because Kai'Sa deals no damage. Like her Q and 1 auto deal basically no damage in a minion wave.
This is all true, right? But let's say it wasn't Kai'Sa. Let's say it's Varus. So that doesn't apply. Right. There's still a way to win trade versus trade matchup. How do you do it? Through trading as well.
Wait until their cooldowns.
Right, but they're not just gonna, you know, if they have a brain, they're not gonna just randomly throw out abilities, right? You know what I'm saying, right? They're just like, we're gonna pretend Varus doesn't have E or something. It doesn't really work that way, right?
Yeah.
So let's go back to this picture because it happened already in this lane.
Right.
Okay.
Fast forward, back. Oh, here we go. Right here. What's going on here?
I step up too much forward.
Yeah, the support stepped up too far. It was 1v2 for a second, right? So in a trade versus trade matchup, this is actually a more kind of a lesser known thing is that if you guys hit the support and the AD carry can't follow up, it's 1v2.
Yeah.
For however long the trade is. So every time you're trading with Kai'Sa, you better be having a Q4. You have to have something like easily winning, right? Otherwise, you guys are getting shit on, like what's going on here, right?
It's the same thing, right?
It's the same thing, right? It's literally the same thing.
It's in reload and then I step out. Yeah.
Right here. So support should be in the back when it comes to trade, or she should be trying to bait, AD carry out of position or something like that, right? So okay. So what does that tell us? If you guys want to 2v1 the support right here. Well, if you guys are level 2, he's level 2. So that's a bad example. But let's say now Nami's walking up and Kai'Sa's not in range, right? That's your time to go.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's say you guys can't right here. You wouldn't be afraid because you're killing her here, right? This is winning 100%. Auto W, auto Q, doesn't matter what happens. Kai'Sa's not here. So this is how you recognize trade versus trade situations, which is it seems like you guys like to play a lot. I mean, look at that, right?
Yeah.
So you guys can do it. It's just how do you always do it every time,
right?
How do you make it consistent? So just an idea, trade versus trade matchup, you want to try and 2v1 to support. Oh, what the hell, you guys killed this guy too? Oh
yeah, he said something me too. I don't know
wait, he's just fucking dying. Wait a minute, what the fuck?
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, interesting. All right, so besides let's say you can't find any good trades, right? Then what are you supposed to do in the lane?
Farm it up, I don't know. Get vision.
Okay, how do you get vision? Let's say it's like this.
Pushing.
Ah, yes, you want to push.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we did that this game too, but later on.
So,
but I'm not sure anymore.
Why is pushing good?
Because you get lane presence.
Like, you get prio.
Right, you get to have the ability to move first, right? You're the one who's the aggressor in terms of, we can go help jungle or something like that, right? When are you not able to push? What do you think?
When we don't have any vision, like when we don't know where their jungle is, stuff like
that. So let's back it up here.
Freezing?
Let's back it up here. So here, how come they're not afraid of the jungler?
Because either they have vision or they know, like,
they have no vision.
Right. They have no vision, right? I don't know. Like, if they have vision, then because they know that Kha'Zix.
They pushed in early, right?
Yeah, but
that's why they.
Maybe
right
their jungle is probably outside.
If this is me, I'm saying I want Kha'Zix to gank me. I'm this Kai'Sa. I'm like, okay, Kha'Zix, come out. Why is that?
Because the enemy jungle is somewhere bot side too.
Okay, maybe, right? But usually that's not the case. Usually we're not preparing for a counter gank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say Kha'Zix comes out. How do you kill someone here?
We don't. Unless we get a W from me.
Right, and then, how likely is that? Well, if it's a random W, unlikely, and if you wait a long time to guarantee it, they flash it and it still doesn't work. Right?
Yeah.
So, what are the chances that this gank works out of 100?
Unless they're bad, like, not really. It's not
0, right? I'll say 0. That's why they're not afraid, is because if Kha'Zix comes out to gank, he's wasting his time. Shago kills mid. You guys are losing the game, right? So that's why you want to push in terms of if you guys can get away from a gank, you want to push so you can bait out the jungle, right? And then I'm gonna pause at a certain point and I'm gonna say if Kha'Zix comes out now, they should be afraid. Why?
Well, who should be afraid?
They should be afraid if Kha'Zix comes out. Why? What was the difference between here and 5 seconds ago?
I mean, Navi has no HP anymore.
Right, so what does that tell you what does that tell you about the relationship of trading and pushing? Because this is all interconnected, right?
Yeah.
That is super important. Creates pressure.
So you don't want to trade when you're pushing. You don't want to trade when they have more people.
Yeah.
Right.
Because now they lost everything. They lost the whole lane pressure. They lost even a death from Kai'Sa.
Well, on a more makes sense level. Let's say everyone has 1 HP here. Your jungler's gonna kill them, right?
Yeah.
So you want to trade when you have the man advantage on this side of the map, right?
Yeah.
That's what it tells you. So if you're pushing and you guys die, even though you guys have flash, it's because you guys try and trade or something like that, right? That's always gonna be common with duo, or honestly just bot lane in general, is that people just try to trade whenever. That's not a good idea, right? And I think that's definitely a habit you guys should try and make, is figuring out how to trade and how do you make sure you win every time. Otherwise, it's just like, you guys got a double kill, which is nice. How do you do it the next game?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's fast forward. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So if we're pushing and I say this is Monka S, why is that?
Because we had the advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you guys push up to the tower. Are you afraid of the jungle?
Yes, because this blue is starting to respawn.
Okay, true, but what tells you there's a bigger reason. There's a bigger reason.
No summoners?
Yeah, you have no flash.
We
How do you get away?
flash.
How do you get away? How do you
We
run
don't.
away? You can't run away, so you die. Yeah, exactly. You're just dying. That's why. That's how you know that. You know flash. You shouldn't push. So what does that tell us here? I would prefer to not push here.
Right.
Right. Oh, what do? Oh, we try and trade with our either favorable item advantage or Nami walks out. We're gonna 2v1 her like usual. Right. It's the usual. Or let's say Nami doesn't walk up. I'm gonna whip out my 4th shot and we're gonna try and do some fat trade onto Kaisa. Right. So I'll tell you we don't want to push here. It's because you have no flash. Right. So it's not about we should randomly push. It's about when can we push. Right. Let me throw you a different example. Let's say you're playing Jin and Sona, and they're playing Kalista Thresh, and their jungle's Elise. Can you push even if you have flash?
Hell no.
Yeah, you just fucking die, right? So there's no way. So yeah, it really depends on the matchup and what their jungle is, right? That tells you when to push and when not to push. So here we know we can't push because not only is Kha'Zix not here, so you're dying to Shaco. They also have a Twisted Fate. So if you guys die in the next 2 minutes, it's because of this reason, right? How do we know about this? We've seen it a million times. Why is pushing here a mistake? You guys are playing safe now, but why is this a mistake? What if they freeze the wave?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's actually what they're doing, but I'm not sure.
Right, you guys get screwed. You can't do anything. Like,
Yeah,
oh, look at this,
exactly.
right? Now you guys can't play the game. So what was the problem? It was just back here. We need to figure out what we're supposed to do as we come back to lane. So right about here, right? So you say, this is what I do is I'm coming to lane. I say, what are we supposed to do? Oh, not supposed to push. Twisted Fate level 6. We have no flash.
Yeah.
That's it. Right. Or even you can ignore Twisted Fate. You say, we have no flash. Your jungle is killing us. Don't push. Right. That's kind of the idea. You need a way out if you need to have a reason to push, right? You push until you're going to die if you push, and then you don't push. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a tongue twister for a sec. If you can push, you do it, but not if you're going to die, right? That makes more sense, I think. So yeah, you notice that in the last kind of minute, we haven't done jack, right? Because of that, we didn't kind of figure that out beforehand. Oh no, Twitch, come on. Okay, what's going on? Okay, they're pushing into you guys. Sure. I can't tell if Twisted Fate ulti was used, but I think it was, right?
No, when we roamed up.
To catch
We roamed up to our. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Wow, they are. They roamed. Interesting. So you could just push this for free, right? I think that's good. What are you gonna do now?
Get vision.
Okay, I think that is fine. That's a fine option. And then after that, what are you gonna do?
I think we walked back to lane, but I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we walked back to lane because I wanted 1-3 for the BF.
Well, what should you do? Don't worry about like items or buying stuff or whatever. What should you do here, based on what we've been talking about so far? Right, you wanna push in, right? Because you have flash now, so you can't die, and Twisted Fate ulti is still down, right?
Exactly.
So that's how you know you want to push, right? And then here, what do you want to do here? Oh, you want to base? I would say probably not want to base, right?
Yeah, we base for the BF.
Okay. But
I actually wanted to do Gothams here. I actually pinged it.
Right, so let's say you base here and they push in. How many minions do you lose?
And probably like a wave, yeah.
Right, you lose a wave, right? So it doesn't make sense. And not only that,
actually,
but
we didn't lose anything, I think, because they froze it.
Right, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
So, like,
same. But you pushed there. Yeah.
We kind of want to you only base when it's a really important buy. And it's like, okay, yes, BF sword is really good, but you don't want to do it at the expense of minions, right?
No.
Unless, for some reason we know jungle fight's about to happen or inferno fight's about to happen, we literally have to base, or you have no HP, something like that. But I would probably prefer not to base there, so we can generate as much income as possible, right? Okay, they're just on dragon. Oh! What the hell?
I wanted to scout if there's no dragon. I don't remember what happened there. I don't remember. I just completely wasted my ulti.
Oh no! All right,
Yeah,
let's
like,
take a look.
We
What's
saw,
going
yeah,
on
we
here?
see them on dragon. I think one of them was low, but I didn't like get the camera there. Yeah, and so
What
yeah.
is going on?
Oh yeah, the dragon was like out of vision, and that's why I wanted to ulti to see how much HP it still has. But
why?
I don't know.
It's
Because
just like
yeah,
you
because
wanted to see it, but what are you gonna do when you find out
yeah,
how much
maybe
health it does?
try to steal with 4-shot because Lux was not in a position to come. She would
What
have
is
taken too much time.
What are the chances you steal from Smite, especially after they block your first shot? Out of
Yeah,
100, what is your chances?
0. When they
A
blocked
0.
it.
I agree.
0.
0. So that's how we know it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
What should we do instead, right? You know, we always like, haha, you know, it's kind of funny, but you know, what should we be doing instead? What do you think?
Being our jungler, they should come. And then walk around.
What can you do that doesn't involve your jungle?
Go back to the wave. I don't know.
Okay, let's say you want to contest this. How do you do it?
Yeah. Or walk around.
We have to walk
to our
upwards,
jungle.
right?
Yeah.
If we walk downwards, we don't have any vision there, so that's kind of risky.
Well, what's sitting in your inventory right now?
1 ward.
Right, so you can just stick it over here and see what's going on first,
Yeah.
right? You can even do something like throw a trap in this bush to make sure Nami's not doing anything funky, and then we could look to poke him off it, right, and run super quick. How do we know that you're not going to die if you do this? How do I know that if you walk up this way, you
Because
won't
we
die?
have summoners, right?
Yes, you have flash, right? So flash is very important, right?
Yeah.
In terms of being able to do something. If you have no flash, you cannot walk up this way, probably,
Nah,
right?
Yeah.
It might be
Now we
risky.
can't, yeah.
Maybe you could do it, but I would probably prefer not to, right? But yeah, flash. That's how we know you can walk up and do this stuff. But no matter what, you definitely don't want to do this, right? Like,
Yeah.
if let's say they get it, that's fine. You can maybe fight them afterwards, right? Oh shit, you guys are doing it. What the hell?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, because TF.
Yo, this Riven
somebody
better get here
died, I
quick. Okay, it looks like you get away with it. Nope, Shaco's stealing. Oh.
Yeah.
I did
Jesus
try to ult
Christ.
them though, but
All right, so this is a press
Wait, why
W
did-
here, right? Oh, very nice. You just kill them all.
why did we actually do this?
No,
right?
I got bubbled with flash.
Oh, do you know why you don't kill them here?
Because I didn't flash the bubble.
No. Why didn't you kill them here?
I don't know. Then
Are you missing any important abilities?
I mean, I could have eat him. Yeah.
No. Like
No Q.
more important abilities. What did we do before that prevented us from being able to?
Oh,
do
my
something now?
ultimate.
Yeah, you know ulti, dude. You know ulti. So that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why we want to make sure we don't really do anything that's kind of inconsistent, right?
Yeah.
Is because stuff like this happens and we miss out on random opportunities, right? It's just like, oh, you know, that was, you know, hard winning, but we didn't have an ultimate, so you know, we couldn't capitalize as much as we wanted to. So I think a lot about what we're going to be looking at today is kind of consistency, right? In terms of what we should be doing and why is it always good, right? So let's say if you base here, you're screwed. Why is that?
Yeah, because the minion wave like freezes there and slow pushes, and that takes a lot of time to get
Right,
back to
so
me.
if you can you push this out? What do you think? Can you push it out without dying?
flash,
Yeah,
right?
because I have flash.
Okay, agreed.
we
And you
see
see
Shaco
Shaco mid. So yeah, you can. So that's how you know you can do it, right?
I
How do you
think
know
I
it's
should go
consistent?
back.
It works every time. That's how you know it's consistent, right? So yeah, you wanted to
Nah,
push
I
that in.
didn't, okay. Yeah.
You're just losing minions, you know. But
Yeah.
sure. It could be fine. And then now we're back to here. Okay, here, can you push? What do you think?
I mean, I have flash, and Sona does too. So probably, since we have item advantage. But
Okay,
we
you
don't
died.
see TF.
Oh yeah, there you go. You don't have the Twisted Fate is missing, so you're dying if you push, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Shaco's here. Surprise! You know, no one's really surprised, right? So sure, we hit this guy. What did we do here that was inconsistent?
I don't really know.
Right here.
W.
Like
Yes,
W?
W.
Yeah.
So if Sona flash an ulti is this Sona, I mean this Nami in like the next 2 seconds, how do you follow up?
With a W. That's not up.
Right. So I think a common theme we're seeing here is at least for you, Bobby, we need to make sure that we kind of save our abilities for a good reason, right? Like, okay, why did we queue here?
That's me. I'm
in
Ninja.
balance.
Yeah. Or do you mean this
Oh,
one?
bounce. My bad. Wait, I lost my mind for a second. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely have to talk about this. All right, what's going on here?
Oh, yikes.
Let's talk about this.
So
Oh, what's going on?
We see Unluck's coming in.
So is
but
this...
then,
How do you know this ulti is good?
I mean, if like I wanted to open up to slow them down for Lux to come in, but then Shaco appeared and she got kind of fucked.
So okay, let me try and frame it in a way that'll make a lot of sense. Let's say, every time you use an ability, you must be able to explain why 90% of the time this is very good. We call it good value, right? Do you play Hearthstone? Do you play any other games?
And I played a bunch of CS:GO, but not anymore.
Okay, let's say for CS:GO, what's the difference between smoking off like a section of the map and throwing your smoke off in the base? Like just throwing it, just like fucking wasting it. What's the difference in value?
Yeah, the smoke, like if you smoke a certain area off, it could prevent vision for the enemy team or for them to not push. But if you throw it in the base, it absolutely does nothing.
All right, so that's in terms of value.
You want to tell me that this ulti does absolutely nothing?
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing, right? Not only does it do absolutely nothing. I like to kind of categorize value in terms of, was this positive, neutral, or negative, right? In terms of how good was this in terms of what you wanted to do. So you wanted to help fight, so you cast that ulti here. Is the result going to be positive, neutral, or negative? And we'll say average is neutral or average is you didn't use it, so you can still use it, right? So is this positive or negative, right? It was very negative, right? Yeah. Because not only did you waste mana and it didn't do anything, it's also on cooldown. So it's like really negative. So that's how we know this is never going to be good, right? Yeah. So how do we know when an ulti is good?
If it does something, like enables a kill or forces them off or something like that.
Right, so how do you know when it's going to be really good? Like,
if
without a doubt in your mind.
If they're very, very low.
Right, so that tells us, until we can recognize that kind of situation, don't use it.
Yeah.
Right. You save it. You always save it, right? You need to be able to explain to someone who's never played Jhin before why this is always going to be good, right? So we know that this is never going to be good because I don't have a reason. It's not that, oh, it's bad because of this. It's just there's no reason why it's good, right? And you need to be able to you need to be able to figure it out. Maybe not even explain. It could be instinctive too. You just need to know with 90% certainty this is good. Okay. Yeah. When you do this, so what should we do instead? We see Lux coming down. We want to fight.
Just walk up.
Based on our based on our discussion on if you have more people you want to trade, right? You want to walk up and hit this guy. You wanna pretend to be dumbass, right? You can even just walk up. Don't even hit him. He hits you. You hit him back, and you're still winning, right? So yeah, that would tell you guys are looking to trade here. And then we kind of missing that, right? Yeah. And then things go south really quickly. It's really unfortunate, but yeah, that kind of went south. But sure. Fast forward. If I said you're dead here, why is that?
No TF.
Twisted Fate, right? So same thing is Shaco and Twisted Fate. Can you push? The answer is no. So you shouldn't, right? It's kind of awkward. You can even say something like, oh, when Twisted Fate comes out, we're gonna summon an ulti on his face. He can flash the ulti, right? Unless you have a perfect timing Sona ulti or something, right? So I think there are problems when it comes to figuring out when you should be pushing, when you shouldn't be pushing. But I think when you guys fight, you guys have good idea of what's going on, though, right? You guys just you killed this guy twice already, so that's good at least, right? You guys can. I mean, most players, right, can recognize when they can kill someone, which I think is really good. It's just you got to make sure that you're getting good value when you use your abilities, and that you're not falling into their kind of trap, like here.
Right.
How do we know that this is losing?
Because I don't have any ulti right now.
That's a big reason. Okay, so this actually goes back to my our earlier discussion on laning in terms of matchup, right? So I said pre-6, right? and we're like, oh, we want to trade, they want to trade, you know, everyone's happy. How about after level 6? What happens?
We win when we have ultimate.
Right. So you guys still want to trade, and you guys want to catch people with Sona Ultimate, right? And then what do they want to do? Oh, they want to all in, right? Because Nami's ulti is not really catch. I would say it's more all in, right? Because you can just walk away from the wave a lot of times. And then Kai'Sa Ultimate, you know, gives you a fat shield and stuff like that. So these guys want to all in. So we still want to trade and catch people, but we don't want to all in, and they want to all in. So, you know, what are we doing right now that falls into whatever these categories? What are we doing right now, basically?
We're walking up. Yeah, we're running it down straight up.
Right, you guys are trying to all in.
Running it.
Right. This is what we call, you know, all in. I mean, maybe you're trying to trade, but I don't think the trade here is good because you don't have 4 shot, right? So that's how we know that this is consistently losing. Is because based on matchup, matchup tells us that it doesn't matter what items you have, what the score line is, you guys are losing this, right? So you fast forward, it's not going to be looking good, right? They can miss everything and you're still dying probably, right? So look at this.
Yeah,
right? There's no way for you to recover from this, right? And then it's just like, oh, there's nothing you can do. So it's not like, you guys missed ulti or you didn't have Sona ulti. It was more like you needed to be very clear on what the matchup is, and then you can play accordingly, right? So you're just dead here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how you get away from this.
No, I don't.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, goodbye. All right, so in terms of matchup, that's always something that'll win you every single lane, right? If there's anything that'll win you every lane from here now on, it's knowing how to play the matchup and being able to execute, right? So we can go over the matchup stuff when we see another game, but in terms of trade versus trade, the basic idea is focus on the enemy support, try and 2v1 them, and push or not push, right? It's always, what do you do in the matchup, and can you push? Is kind of the 2 questions I ask myself in lane. All right, let's see. This is getting into more mid-game stuff. So what's going on here? Is he trying to solo dragon? Oh, no. Okay,
no, Shaco was there, but he already used Q.
The fuck? How did you not die here?
He had no Q.
How did you know that?
You didn't.
You had no idea, right? Alright, so yeah, what's going on here? Okay, honestly, if I said that even if you didn't know that and you're gonna die, this is still good. Why is that?
Because I waste their time and my team collapses.
There's a better reason than that, we'll say.
Take him off dragon pressure, I don't know.
How many people are at this fight? Just right here. Pause. How many people are on your team?
1, 2,
3 right now.
I'll say 3. And 4 if Kha'Zix gets here in time. Right?
Yeah.
How many people do they have? We have no idea.
2.
And then you check. Oh, they have 2. Right.
Yeah.
And Kai'Sa is coming. So maybe slowly. So you have either even numbers advantage or more.
Yeah.
Right. That's how you know you win 100% of the time. You have more people. We don't really want to say 100% of the time, but for solo queue, we'll say 100% of the time. Right. What are some exceptions to this numbers advantage? What do you think?
If they have like a lot of CC and we don't,
let's say you have 5 people and they have 3, but they're on this bush.
Yeah, then we have no vision.
Right, so you might get 1 shot. Right, that can beat numbers advantage. Right, basically you have to have such a big value that you can beat numbers advantage. Right, like 5-man Malphite ulti, 5-man Ori ulti, whatever. You've seen it before, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm talking about. So
yeah.
Right, so here, you didn't have to do anything. You just have to make sure this fight starts.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how you know that, oh, how do we consistently win this? Oh, we have more people. That's it. You just stop there and you're good to go. So, all right, let's talk about mid-game stuff because this is where we're at. What are you trying to do here? Oh, this is bad. Oh my god, he's one-shotting Nami. He still died. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, are you going to get this guy? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, he couldn't dodge. Oh, we got the Nami too. All right, interesting. Wait, are you playing a locked camera?
Only in fights. Not always.
Okay,
no.
okay. I see.
I hold spacebar.
I think you do you. I prefer not to, but your Lux fucked you right there. Oh, that's really awkward. All right, so this is a mess. What is going on here?
I pinged that the Fiora was roaming to back off. But...
Okay, that's just like, there are a lot of things going on here. Okay, first is, what are you supposed to do? Right here, in this picture.
Push out the wave, because we have more people.
push out the wave. All right. So your plan is push out the wave. This should change if something happens, right? So here we're pushing out the wave, and then Kha'Zix is coming. Can you help this guy?
Hell no. Only
so what happened in the last? You said no, and then what do we do?
I run away.
Right. So how do we? No. You walked up, right?
I came here for 2
So how do we know in the moment not to walk up like that?
Suck some dicks.
Cause he's about to eat it. I don't know.
Wait, let me. It's stuck. Okay. How do we know in the moment? How do we know? How do I know in 0.5 seconds you can't help him?
Because there are more people. Yeah,
2v1.
But he's one-shotting someone, right?
There's no vision.
Yeah. There's no vision. We don't know where TF is
But
dead.
they're dead. Yeah, they're both
People are dead, right? So you see everyone. So how do I know? Just like looking at this picture.
Yeah.
No ulti.
How do you help them? You can throw a W. So that's it.
Yeah, you don't. You can't.
Right. So
backping.
Right. So that's what you do. Is you're supposed to push this wave out, and we tried to do something other than just throw a W. Right. So it didn't make sense. So doesn't make sense. And then, okay, how do we know we can help this guy? Oh, it's 2v2. This guy he's getting fucked by luck. So you can help here, right? You're in range.
Yeah.
I think against this Fiora, we'll call this unlucky, but
wasn't it better to walk downwards though? Like,
I mean, he came back. You try to fight him for some reason, right? So you think it's 2v1, you can win, right?
Yeah.
And then you know what we call this? We call this unlucky, right? We call this unlucky. Okay, that's not something you should worry about. What we should worry about is stuff like this, where this is a trap. How many times have you seen this? You go to help and then you die.
So many times. You have no idea.
Every game, right? Every game, essentially. So how do you stop that? You have to recognize when you can and you can't help.
But
So if you literally cannot help, don't go to help, right? In this case, you threw a W. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing you can do.
What do I do?
You don't have to do anything. You just push this wave out like you're supposed to, right? You can backping if you want, but if he thought that he could one-shot Nami, that's his. He can go for it, right? That's his thing. So yeah, that's also a common problem. Oh, this is a mistake. What happened?
What?
What's going on here?
I'm pushing the wave. I mean, we would have pushed anyways and would have created a bigger wave. But I kind of wanted to farm. I don't know.
No. What was the mistake? This is good. What was the mistake here?
Maybe I should have pushed one more. But they were attacking mid, so I wanted to rotate.
Okay, so let's say if you go mid here, they back off. How many minions do you lose top?
The whole wave.
I came here
It's gonna be more than 6. That's a hint.
Yeah.
How many minions do you think?
And suck some
I don't
dicks.
know. Maybe 2 waves, 12 more.
It's 18. It's gonna be 3 waves, right?
Yeah,
It's this
okay.
current wave, the wave at their tower, and then another wave probably, right? So you're losing 18 minions, right? And then is this worth losing 18 minions?
I don't know how I
No,
killed her there, by the way.
Is this consistently gonna be a good idea to come mid?
No.
Right. How do you know?
Because in mid, like I'm gonna lose 3 waves top, as you said, and in mid, I'm not gonna like get anything. I'm sharing the farm with Lux.
Yes, you're not getting anything, right?
Yeah.
There's no consistency. There's no guarantee you're getting anything. Instead, we should go top here, and then we say, what if we're afraid of Shaco? Right. So what if we're afraid of Shaco?
We literally saw him.
And if you saw him, then yeah, you have no fear. Or let's say you say Kha'Zix come here, or you need your support to be here, right? So I don't know why Sona's bot, but yeah, Bobbi, what do you think you're bot right now?
I thought there were 2 people bot, so it was like I'll help out the Riven, and we actually get 2 kills. But you're right, I should have been top.
Right, it doesn't really make sense, right? If you had ulti, I can see why it would make sense. You guys are trying to all in them, right? Maybe we can find a fat ultimate, but you don't have ultimate. But I mean, it seems like it's working out. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? And notice how people say like, oh, my jungle's taking my farm and stuff, but most of the time when I take a look at the replays, this is what's happening, right? He went top because you couldn't fix the wave for some reason, or you didn't fix the wave for some reason. So in terms of knowing what to do, you don't help unless you know you can help, right? And I think that's a common theme we're seeing here too. Okay, so like here, you can't help this. You want to run away and press R maybe. Oh my god, Kha'Zix. What?
Very balanced.
What the hell? No! What is this? No!
I
Stop!
have no idea.
Oh no! All right, we're gonna have to. All right, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Oh god! I told you it's gonna be a roast. I told you.
Oh no, dude! All right, so that was a good help, right? And you can press R. But
Yeah.
you know, what makes you think you can catch up to this, Kaisa?
Absolutely nothing.
So you press R here. How do you know this ultimate's good?
Because she's like 1 HP and already used her ult.
Yeah, she can't get away. She has no HP, right? So
Yeah.
that's how you know. So that's you know this is instinctively good ulti, right? These are the times when you ulti, right? And then if you don't know what to do, you hit the tower. Right. So yeah, we kind of I don't know what's going on, but let's fast forward past this part. All right, so let's say we're basing for an item. Okay, sure, I think that's fine. Here we're going mid. Sure, I think that's fine as well. Everyone wants their own wave of farm. Why is Riven here? Oh, we're
No
trying
one
to do
knows.
something. I think we're trying to do something. But no one has ultimates, so I don't know what you're trying to do. What the fuck?
She died,
I don't understand what's going on here, but you guys should be... Okay, what should you be doing here? Right here.
Push out the wave and get
what-
better vision.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
right?
can
You
do
push
that.
it out, and then what can you do here?
Go
Baron
to
Vision? I'll say,
Vision.
what else can you do? Because, you know, no one can take Baron, so it seems kind of dicey to start it, right?
Go bot
Rotate
and
bottom,
push the wave.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a fine option as well. You can siege bot, but you guys have no ultimates, so it's kind of weird as well. But what's another... If I said... What is your job as the AD carry in the mid game? What do you think?
Farm so I can get their jungle. camp.
Right. You're trying to make money. So yeah, you want to
Right.
take jungle camps, right? You can steal jungle camps, right?
Yeah.
How about the support? What's your job in the mid game?
I should be warding up their jungle and definitely warding up objectives. So I should have gone ward up.
Right. So
maybe
if you, what is you being here do for this Riven?
Nothing.
Well, you're gonna give her speed up. What is that gonna do? Like nothing,
exactly.
right?
Well, it forces her to run down, basically, right? So if I'm not there, she probably wouldn't have made that play. I guess.
It's the idea of you can't hope this, so we have no reason to be here. Right. In terms of, okay, this is a great word, and now we're gonna go word and stuff. But I think there's a lot of there's always at this rank. There's always a lot of my team is doing something. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna help. Right.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Right. That's like probably one of the worst things you can do in terms of getting better and getting results. It's like not only is it just fucking I have no idea what's going on. It's also like even if it works, you have no idea how to reproduce it. Right.
Yeah.
And that's never really a good thing, right? So, okay, here we go, top. And then you guys aren't going to get anything top. Why is that?
I don't know.
There's no wave. We
There's-
don't have a wave.
Well, you have a wave. You have a wave here.
Oh,
You have a
yeah,
wave
we-
here.
yeah, we-
Yeah,
we-
So how do you hit the tower without dying?
You don't.
All right, they're all basing. They're coming back for you. So, okay,
Right.
here we're taking camps. I think that's fine. And then you want to run back to your mid tower and clear waves, right? Monka S.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about this. What's going on here? What are you trying to do here? We're always gonna start by what do you think you should do, and then we'll go from there. So, what do you think you should do here?
I think we wanted to help the team.
Yeah, we wanted to push the wave initially, but then a fight broke out and we helped.
Okay, if
But
I
should have
said
reset because I should have reset for dragon.
you shouldn't
Yeah.
reset, and you shouldn't push mid. Why? Based on this picture.
Because two teammates are dead.
Yes, two teammates are dead. So if you
Right.
fight, how many people are at this fight?
Probably 3v5.
It's 3v5. So that's how we know that numbers is losing, right? Even if things are looking kind of good, you know, numbers is losing. So what if TF ulti's here?
Yeah.
I'm just insta-dead.
Everyone's just fucked. I mean, you guys are getting fucked anyways, apparently. So,
Yeah,
oh Jesus!
I whiffed my ult. Yeah.
Somehow Riven is killing everyone, but notice how it doesn't make sense.
Makes
So
sense.
no one has any idea what's going on, right? So you need to. What should you do here? You should stay at your tower and wait until you know what's going on, right? And then let's say Riven's going crazy and maybe she has a big play, then you can help, right? But you can't do something like this until you see like some big value come out first. Like let's say she gets a 5-man knockup, then you can help, right?
Right.
But until you see that, you're running, right? This is just 5v4.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here. Like TF has no ulti. He must have no
Yeah,
ulti.
he has no keyboard.
I don't know what's going on. He could like walk up too, right? And then you guys would be screwed. But
Yeah.
notice, you know, the big reason why this doesn't make sense is because, you know, let's say it's not clear what the outcome was, but you know, let's say he runs to dragon, and Riven hadn't killed everyone, or they run to Baron. You know, we don't really have an option, right? We don't really have any. It is. What are we supposed to do here after like all that random shit happens? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. What's going on here? What are we doing here?
I'm setting up Baron Vision.
Okay, I think that's fine. What are we trying to do here though? As bounce.
I'm just trying. I wanted to push the wave top, but Lux went there and was there first, so I just decided to run down to my team.
So if there's a mistake going on here, what is it?
I don't know.
What's going on mid? Look at the mini map. What's going on mid?
Kaiser's alone. She's pushing.
No. Well, okay, she's pushing while you're doing what?
Taking crab.
Right. So when are you supposed to take crab and get vision and all that stuff?
When the wave is pushed.
Yeah, when the wave is pushed. So, sure, you got the crab, but you lost 6 minions mid, and they could have just taken the tower, right? So,
True.
This is just like an exercise in habit. This is actually very common for people who know what they're supposed to do, right? You know you're supposed to push mid first, right?
Yeah.
So you guys push mid first. Good. Okay, so you use that time to take camps, which is very good, right? And then, okay, the wave is coming back, but what are you supposed to do now? You're supposed to go back and push it again.
Yeah.
Right, so we're missing that step there is that you think you have like 20 minutes to do something, but you have like 30 seconds to do something and then go back and push again, right? You always got to go back and push. Let me see if we can pull up an example. Just let me see. Is this a good example? It's too short. Let me see. Is this a good example?
The spicy Twitch game.
I think I lost this one. I threw this one for sure.
Oh yeah, with Twitch it always happens. You always get to that mindset where you can 1v5 and then you just int it. That's common.
This is what we want to see. Is always push first, right? And then fast forward, you know, something might happen, but we're always coming back. Right? You literally always have to push first. Or let's say you can't push because you're gonna die. You clear first. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta clear the minions from your tower, right? Literally doesn't matter what lane it is. You gotta push out your lane and then do something after. Okay, so it's always pushing first, coming back. So okay, what should we have done? The instant you did this gromp, you go back mid.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else to do, right? Or you do scuttle immediately if you think you have time. But
Yeah.
you kind of like ran around. I don't know what's going on here, but you like
I
ran
wanted to
up and
push
then
up,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, but whose lane is that?
Apparently Lux.
Right, Lex is already here, right? So
Yeah.
you know we shouldn't be
Yeah.
sharing, right? So you gotta go back mid. So oh, she did get mid tower, right? So yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh, she died for it though. That's pretty nice. Fast forward, sure, you guys are. Oh baby, we're starting this. All right. So how do we make sure Shaco doesn't steal this? What do you think?
With the pink word that I said that I'm going to set.
Well, the pink word doesn't really do anything against Shaco, right?
It does. It reveals him when he's near it.
What? Say that
Yeah.
again?
Oh, okay,
No,
never
it doesn't.
mind. Never mind. I thought it did. What? Okay, I'm retarded. Scrap that.
Oh no. Okay, it doesn't do anything against Shaco. So
I had the right idea, but it just didn't
it was a
work.
nice try. Yeah. If it was like Rengar or some shit, yes. But against Shaco, it doesn't work that way. But as long as you had some kind of plan, I'm happy. Okay. It wasn't just mindlessly hitting the Baron, right? Okay, fast forward. You guys are just sitting mid. I think that's fine. Wait, someone died? What the fuck?
Riven 1v1, I think.
Okay. Well, you no longer want to do this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Right?
technically
Right?
3v4.
Right?
So we just push it in.
this is not good. So what should you do instead?
Avoid
Run
that
away.
jungle.
Yeah.
We
Right.
should rotate bottom though. Like
You can
we should
hide
push-
somewhere, right? Like we said, how do we win a man disadvantage, right? Oh, we can hide in a bush. We can put a pink ward down here, right? Throw some
Right.
shit at them when they try and come out. You can steal all the camps, right? So they have to face check everything if they want to fight you. But here, this is Monka S, right? Because they could literally all be coming, and it's just 5v4. So maybe you had flash and you were strong. You could do some kind of 4v5 bait, but I don't think we really have that in mind here, right? So, but anyways, I guess we're getting away with it. because Lux randomly killed someone here. And then that was a nice Sona ulti. That was what was the value of this Sona ulti? What do you think?
$1 million.
What do you mean? What do you mean the value of it?
Was it positive? Was it really positive? Positive?
Really positive.
Really positive. I would say he's killed a person, right? This is what we want to see. So there's like night and day between Jhin ultis and Sona ultis. I'm just saying. You want to save. This is good. You didn't use her ulti because there's no reason, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to do. You don't use anything unless you have a reason to, okay? And then, of course, you know, since you have a billion people, you can do something here. I mean, here you want ulti, I think. Oh, never mind. It's too late.
Yeah.
That's fine. Honestly, it's missing opportunities is better than wasting abilities, right? Why is that?
Because you still have it for the next opportunity.
Yeah, that's right. You still have it for when the next time comes around. And I promise you, until you get to Challenger, and even then, there's always an opportunity. Okay, there will always be an opportunity as long as you don't just randomly waste it, right? So okay, you guys are sieging. You want to hit this tower before people spawn, or you can hit them. I think that's fine too. Wow, that was fat. That was a fat hit on him. Sure. Okay, everyone goes top.
I think I hinted here, but I'm not sure.
Oh, what the fuck?
Almost hinted it. Almost.
Oh man. All right. Let's just fast forward. Let's fast forward. All right, and then everyone's bot. Sure, Shaco died somehow, so this is 5v4. We don't have to watch this. This is just 5v4, right? Unless you guys die somehow, this is all good. All right, so let's watch another game. Is this
Oh, the next
one is so bad, dude. I missed.
You want to watch the Malphite one? You want to watch the Malphite one?
Yeah, Malphite
one.
Yeah, we had a Malphite, and then I really ran it down. Oh, that was the game where I was
the Titan, but
yeah, that's not that great.
All my combos.
You don't want to watch this one?
No, I think we want to watch the one where I played Kai'Sa, and I played so bad. We have a Kai'Sa game where we laned against Twitch, and
oh, this one here.
I think this one was the game where we played really well, though.
Not the right
one. Yeah, this one was like a 5-minute game, but maybe you can give us like things.
I think wave control is
right. Yeah. So I think we're Diamond 5, right? So I think at this level, the big things you want to clean up. I know we talked about a lot of things, but in terms of the big two or the big three, I would say is lane matchups. Okay, it's always going to be important, especially for making sure that laning doesn't become disaster. I'm not saying that it was disaster. I'm just saying how do we make it consistently good, right? Exactly. And the second thing is always going to be mid game, right? Is what are we supposed to do in the mid game? You need to make sure you're very clear on. You need to play around minion waves, pushing and clearing, right? And then the third is when do you help your team, right? So let's throw some like we didn't really talk about too much except laughing about it. But in terms of helping your team, how do you know you can help? Oh, if there's a 3v5 going on mid and you're a bot, do you go help?
No. Why
is that?
Because when we arrive, the fight is already gonna be decided.
If it's, let's say it's 3v5 mid and only your bot, right? Your support's dead or some shit. I don't know. You go help.
It depends on the situation. If I think I can actually like make a difference when I'm really fed, maybe to clear up. But otherwise, no. I would just push and probably try to get the turret or like try to get something out of it.
Right. You can't help because if you go, it's 4v5. You're still losing. Yeah. Exactly, your number doesn't matter. Okay. How about if it's 4v5 mid? Do you go help?
I mean, then it evens it out. But,
right, so your number ends up mattering, right? So as a general guideline, yes, you go help. There are times when you can't help. Like let's say someone got caught mid and they insta die. You don't go help that. Right? Yeah. But if there's a 4v5 and it's very even, you should go help. So you can help win the fight, right? Unless you have something better to do. I don't know what it'd be, but you usually go help. And then what if it's 4v4 mid? You go help?
Yeah, because then we are 5v4, so we win.
Hell yeah,
we have numbers advantage. Yeah.
So the general idea is, if your number matters and you're close enough, you're gonna go help. So how do we know what's close enough?
Good question.
So let's say you know where Oriana is. If the fight's there, should you go help?
Hell no. That's not close enough.
Okay, how about
Crab? Yeah.
How about Drag? Okay, Crab, right? Crab is obvious. What about at their blue buff?
Hell no.
Okay, I agree. That's too far, right? What about their red buff?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. You see that all the time. What
Yeah.
about at your tower? In mid?
No.
I would say
I
you
mean,
would want to
yes,
go, right?
yeah.
That would be the max distance you want to go, is mid lane.
Okay.
One lane's distance is what we call it. Which is why, you know, why is mid lane so important? Because they're one lane's distance from everyone. Right?
Yeah.
Which is why, you know, whenever you see Aurelion Sol, you're like, what the fuck? This guy is like everywhere. Mid lane's really important in terms of being able to help fights across the map. Let's say, for example, have you played against Talon mid? Of course you have. You know, he comes by and you die. Or let's say it's Katarina, you come by and die. That's one lane's distance, right? So if it's one lane's distance, you can go help. So let's watch this laning phase though. I think we completely missed the laning phase. What's going on here?
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? What does Nami want to do in this lane?
I'm trying to trade to poke down the Leona so we kind of engage, right?
Right. You want to trade as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
And then honestly, we can really ignore Kai'Sa, but what does Leona want to do? We'll ignore ADCs because they are not as important for the most part.
All in, but on level 1, she's fucking useless, so she can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you guys are just trying to trade as hard as possible, and Leona's going to try and all in whenever she can, right? So we're doing good right now, right? So let's see what happens. Let's fast forward. What's going on here?
Leona is level 2, and we have no vision, so on the jungler, so we kind of back off a little bit.
What do you mean? The jungler's mid though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, okay. Let's say you didn't know. This is fine. This is good, right? If you didn't know, then this is good because you're just dying if the jungler comes out, right? Sure. And then let's say you're playing trade versus all in, right? And you're trying to push. You got to make sure that you're not getting engaged no matter what. Yeah, exactly. So what's going on here that you should be doing though?
Should be auto attacking the Twitch, right?
Yeah, you should trade.
It's 1v1.
You want to trade, right? Doesn't matter. The only champions that warp matchups are things like Draven.
Yeah, there you have no chance.
Right. Then you don't want to trade or all in unless it's really clear. But yeah, this is good, right? That was very good. That's what you want to do the whole time is you want to trade as much as possible, right?
Without getting caught, of course.
Right. Oh, and then when they have low enough HP, you can just indiscriminately push. But here you should probably wear that tri-bush as soon as possible. But sure. Fast forward. You guys are going to go ward. Sure, I think that's good. Oh, what the hell? She's playing interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the game where we got camped, wasn't it? And then the Galio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then we hold them. No,
Oriana,
not the Galio game. Yes, the Ori game. We had double heal on accident, by the way, too.
Oh, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was on accident because I wanted to take cleanse in this lane so we could poke more. And if Leona goes on me, I get out no matter what. But then
it worked out somehow.
Yeah, I didn't swap it.
Oh, this is winning. 100% winning. You just kill this guy and you guys win. You can even heal if you want to, but sure. What the hell? Let's talk about this. What's going on here?
So I see my Xin Zhao, so I tried to dodge it and not flash it away since I know he's gonna come. Even if I get hit, I won't die immediately. And then I just turn, right? I tried to finish,
this is good.
Tried to finish off the guy.
Right.
I should have hit the Twitch.
He's killing you, dude. Look at this. Okay, let's watch Twitch. All right. Let's say Twitch doesn't use expunge. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch what happens. What if he doesn't? He's gonna press the attack you, and then you're gonna die, right? So what was the problem? What was the problem here? You kind of ignored.
Back off and hit the Twitch.
Yeah, exactly. You can hit this guy instead.
Mistake,
right. So how about let's watch Nami too? What's going on here? Because this is you guys can win the lane. Like this is winning the game essentially. So what's going on here with Nami? Let's watch. Okay, so the E is fine, right? What happened there?
I tried to bubble her, yeah.
But why, right?
Because I didn't expect he would flash into the tower, but
no. But why are you trying to bubble Nami? I mean, why are you trying to bubble Leona?
Leona, yeah, that's a mistake.
No, but
I tried to bubble her into tower range, but
Like, how do you know it's good? 90% of the time.
If there isn't if their carries aren't there, right? So if it's only the Leona in the tower range, it would be a good bubble.
Right. Okay. Sure. And then let's say if you don't use it and she can't get away anyways, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hold on to it? Like, the question is more
Yeah.
like, can you hold
Yeah.
on to it, right?
Yeah.
So yes, you can hold on to it until maybe their carries like trying to auto attack someone, you hit them, or Leona's walking in a straight line, right? And then you hit Leona,
Right on.
right?
Yeah.
So
Because she's
that's
stuck
the
against the wall anyway, so it's probably 100%.
that's a common idea at this rank is you need to make sure you're holding on to your abilities and not just like randomly using them. Like if there's ever any doubt, you don't use it, right? Like say like what's going on here with this this Kaiser Q.
I wanted to get the minion away so I can W her, but yeah, I aim for the other guy because that guy's dead for sure.
And then actually ends up being relevant in a sense, right? Oh, this guy's killing everyone. If this is old Zoe, you guys are all dead for sure. Oh, you guys are still dying. Oh, saved. Nice. Wow, that was a good. Yeah, notice how Zoe came down and she was actually relevant, right? Because she's one lane's distance.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Okay, but you guys had the right idea, right? Even though there were mechanical mistakes, as long as you set up like a position where you cannot lose, you're just gonna win on average, right? Like, how do we know this is winning back here? What kind of general idea? Like we say, consistency 90%, whatever. We throw out these words. How do we know this is always good? Usually, 90% of the time, it's good.
Because since I was here, I don't know.
So, what is this called?
What do you mean?
Like, if this is a gank, what is this called?
What do you mean by call?
Like, how do you set this up again?
Bait them into a fight, so Xin Zhao comes, they burn all their abilities, and then we turn.
Right, so it's a counter gank, right?
Yeah.
Right, so we know that counter gank is usually winning. So that's how we know that this is going to be good, right? Even though that matchup tells us, oh, you know, you guys lose all in, counter gank is so strong that it should be winning, right?
Yeah.
It's a general idea that tells us if you do this every time, doesn't matter what champions you're playing, you should be winning. Right,
unless it's an unfavorable counter gank, of course.
Yeah, it would have to be like your jungle is 0-6 or something. I don't know.
I
I don't know. It would have to be really bad. Or you guys lost so much HP in the beginning, it was like awful or something. I don't know. Oh, this is bad. How do we know? Well, actually, it should be. It should be. If you guys didn't have level positioning, 6.
Yeah.
Missing mid, I suppose, as well. We didn't know where mid was.
Right. This is a what do we just call this?
Counter gank.
It's a counter gank, but you guys win because you can one shot someone.
Yeah, we have ult. Twitch doesn't, and he has like really bad positioning there.
Right. It's based on the most general ideas. It tells you who wins. So you could one shot someone. So that's how you can beat, you know, counter gank, right? Or maybe you have high HP advantage or whatever. But you guys are winning at 3. You guys are winning at 3v4 because Twitch insta died, right? So it's really good. You guys play this well. Oh, you don't want to E into that. Nice.
No.
Oh, you don't want to chase. What's going on here?
Oh, wait for it.
Oh.
my Xin Zhao dies, he goes in. But I'm like, okay.
Okay, back it up. All right, what's going on here?
So I wanted to like
see this?
kill her off. Yeah.
And then what do you do? What should you do?
Walk
push
back
the wave out.
Yeah, walk back into the lane.
And you just push this wave, right? Yeah. That's how you know it's consistent, right? How do we know? Why am I always like, oh, if you go around, I'm like kind of monka-ass? It's because I don't know if you can get them, right? It's not 90% certainty. You should just push a wave, right? You guys are already winning. There's no reason to kind of go crazy greedy, here. Right? I think, it doesn't make sense. It's not about greedy or like not greedy. I think greedy implies like it's not supposed to work, and it works. Right. So in that case, yes, it would be greedy, but it's just, you know, it doesn't make sense when you're risking a bunch of shutdowns for, you know, no reason, right? If you kill them, it's not going to change much. You guys are already pushing bot. They're already losing minions. You guys are already winning mid. You know, going for this kind of doesn't make sense in terms of being consistent, right? You wanted to push the wave for sure, and then if they stay, you can do something. But sure, we get Rage Blade. I think that's fine. Any questions, by the way?
Not yet, no.
Not yet, no.
Oh, that's just cancer. Oh,
we have
wait, what?
Yeah, we
Wait, did you hit him with a bubble? Oh, that was hot. You
Yeah.
saved his ass.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
What-
fucking
what's
dying.
your-
Oh my god, yeah, he's dying, dude. Wow, that was clutch. That was really clutch. Okay, sure. I think it's fine. Wait, what the heck? You guys are walking out. Oh, you see Leona leave or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, if I said Leona's coming around, what would you say?
I still have ulti. And Twitch was like 1 HP, so I think we would win the
But
fight.
I have no mana. At
Yeah, that's true. But my flash is about to be up, and I still have ulti, and I
Wait,
have item advantage.
Okay, I guess. If you think you can win that, right, then
Yeah.
that's fine. It's just this is really common in terms of they leave and then come around and then they all in immediately.
Yeah, that's true. But Twitch had like 1 HP on the turret, so there's no way they win this fight.
Then that's good. Then if you think there's no way they can
Yeah.
fight you, then you're fine to do whatever you want, right? That's fine. Now you guys have flash, sure. Oh, what the hell? We're just going
Leona
for this
walked
guy
up, so I
because
ulted him.
okay, very nice. So I think there are no real problems with mechanics, right? When it comes to how you guys win or lose games.
Yeah.
Does this sound about right?
Yeah.
It's mostly about what you guys should be doing at any given moment and building consistency. And I think that's super common at this rank. Well, maybe not Diamond 5, more like Diamond 4, Diamond 3. But, oh, what the hell? You don't want to come back into this. So yeah, we see a lot of this. A lot of the same habits,
A lot of
right?
like helping
I want to
the team
help.
out, yeah.
How do you help? I don't know how you're supposed to help.
I don't know.
Right,
I
so
don't
you guys
know.
found a nice 2v2. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
No one dies. No one dies.
You can turn around here.
No one dies. I don't know how, but
Jesus
People
Christ.
think-
Actually, we can talk about this. This is actually a sin that everyone who watches my coaching videos knows. Is what are you doing here? That's
overstaying.
consistently bad.
We are overstaying.
Okay, true. But what specifically about this overstay right here?
I don't know. We're only 2, but they have 2 down too. So
If you hit
Yeah.
tower, what's
Yeah.
the most likely scenario?
that someone is gonna attack me.
Everyone's gonna die, right? So
Yeah.
why is this the most likely scenario? Is because when you hit tower, you must be prepared for every way they can engage, right? So okay, let me set this scenario for you. Let's say your team groups mid, you guys hit the tower, then everyone dies. How many times does
Yeah.
that happen in a day?
Oh, a lot.
Every day.
A lot.
Every day,
Every
right?
day. Yeah.
So it's not just your team. Their team groups up, hits tower, then you guys kill them all, right?
yeah.
So this is generally considered. I generally consider this bad in solo queue until you get to the highest ranks. Is that you cannot hit tower unless you're ready for all types of engage, right? So what does that mean? Including TP, including any kind of flanks, anything like that, right? You have to be ready to respond to it. But yeah, that's just the general mid-game idea that'll help stop you from throwing is don't hit tower unless they're all dead, right? Or they literally cannot defend for some reason.
But
That's
do
when
you
that's when
leave
can
the
hit tower.
wave like as it is? Like if you go back,
you-
right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you can't push it in because you're gonna die, then you don't push it in,
All right.
right? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense, right?
No.
Is that if you know you're gonna die and you do it anyways, it's not good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here, we're just waiting for people to show up. Okay, it's 2v2. Sure. Oh, you guys are killing this guy. Oh, wow, that was clean as hell. Let's watch this. Oh yeah, that was sick, actually. No joke.
Thank you. It's my best champion.
What? What is going on with this targeting?
The E.
I don't
It
quite
has-
understand.
So the E, like I press ulti, and her E like stuns me during my ult animation. I'm free afterwards because she can't kill me.
No. I thought you didn't right click him, but you did. So, it's
Yeah, the mouse is off center, I think.
right. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. Because if you click them and then you use a movement ability, you're already auto attacking them after, like similar with Vayne Tumble, right?
Yeah.
So that was good. Wow, good stuff. Fast forward. Sure, we can. How do we know we can hit tower here?
Because there are
We
2
got
people
mid
mid, and
pressure,
Twitch
yeah.
is dead.
Right, literally cannot stop you. That's when you hit
Yeah.
tower. Right, literally
It-
impossible to stop you. Okay, push another wave. Very good. Okay, doing camps. That's good. What are you gonna do next?
Reset. Or
Agreed.
no, we took
Base?
dragon. We took
We did
dragon
dragon,
because
I
they
I think
were
this-
all top.
If they have a pink on it, I think it is fine. Right. Base. Sure. And then where do you want to go? Right here in this picture.
mid lane or top lane, because Herald is the next objective. I don't know why we want bot.
No, you should walk bot here. Why?
No idea. Because we're already smashing them to smash them harder.
Wave-
Yup,
Wave
that's
is
one.
pushing.
That's one reason. But the other
Wave
is
is
your
pushing it.
Nectin's already top,
All right, yeah.
right? So if you want to swap, you do it after you clear. Remember, after you push, after you clear, everything. After you
Yeah.
push,
Right,
after you
yeah,
clear.
Yeah.
True,
Right.
yeah.
If you had swapped here and no one got this farm, everyone would be upset. I think, except for the jungler and the Nami, and no one else is. The carries are all upset. Anyone who wants money is gonna be upset because money just went to the tower. Okay, this is not a. This is a. Oh, this is a 4v4. Never mind. This is a 4v3.
No,
What the hell?
I die here.
This is another thing we can talk about. Is you have to make sure that you. I think you made this decision really quick when you saw him bubbled. But
Yeah.
how do you know that this is winning?
Since we're more people.
Right. So if you knew that during the fight, then this is fine. But a lot of times people just go in just because they can, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys win this fight because you have more people. I think that's fine. Sure, giving a shutdown is kind of awkward.
Yeah, I think if I ulted above him, I would have killed him too, but I wouldn't have died.
You have the right
Did you
idea.
flash them up?
It is-
On time?
Remember, we
think
care about
so, yeah.
making consistency, right? So this is always gonna win. Your team
Yeah.
is always gonna win this fight, so we're gonna be happy about that. You guys trying to hit tower? Probably run. Oh shit, someone got bubbled. Sure, you go top here. I think that's fine. Wait, is that fine? That's not fine. What's going on here?
What, me?
What's going on here that we saw last game?
I don't know.
It's a
I
So
like
we're
that.
trying to do a
right?
camp while what's going on mid.
They're pushing. I should be mid.
Yeah, you gotta be mid. You can't do this. You gotta push. You gotta clear mid first before you do this. Always.
Yeah.
Okay. Because who got the mid farm? Watch. Look at the map.
No,
Who's getting?
Navi.
Yeah, dude. What's going
I got
on?
it. I
It
got
doesn't
it.
make sense. You could have gotten the
got it.
CS afterwards, right? Or now like Zin can't farm anything. It doesn't make sense, right? You guys
Yeah.
are losing money somewhere.
Yeah, that's
To the
true.
tower most likely. So, what are we doing here? It's the same thing.
I'm clearing out vision, trying to set up rift.
Right. We probably. I think it's fine just because you're close to this spot already, but you want to push first. All right. You want to push first. You want to push top first. You want to do.
Yeah,
You want to always push out first, right? I think Ori's pushing mid, so that's definitely fine. But you guys are starting this. Oh,
But I mean,
once
what-
you see
what
Zoe,
do-
it should be
what do-
okay.
What do I do in that instance? Like, do
In this
I just
picture,
walk
right?
with? Yeah.
This is fine. If you're like,
Alright.
our waves are fixed. Okay, so when we say push or not push, the reason why we say this is because you don't want to lose minions. Right, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Right, you don't want to
Yeah,
lose
of
any
course.
any minions. So you gotta
Absolutely.
push first or clear first. So top, are you losing any minions top?
Not right now, though.
So that's how you know you can run into the jungle right now. It's because you're not losing minions. It's gonna be in the
Yeah.
middle. It's a neutral wave. That's how you know you can do this. It's like,
And
okay,
we saw
yes, we
like
should be clearing.
3 people bottom or 2, so
Right,
the
exactly.
jungle.
And then, once you do this, maybe you shouldn't start this, right? Because, this could be warded right here, for example.
Yeah.
Or this could be warded. Or this could be, oh, you guys swept this, but this could be warded. I don't know. It doesn't make sense when you can push first and then do it, right? It's
Yeah,
always
that's
better
true.
to
We
increase your
could've walked
chances.
Top,
Right.
pushed it, and then walk
Yeah.
back to Rift. and did it
Exactly.
for all day.
Because,
Yeah.
you know what happens if let's say they're sitting here,
Yeah, Garen is gonna come. You'll see.
right?
So, yeah.
And they don't lose minions top, so they're happy, right? But
Yeah.
let's say you push top and you start Rift Herald. If they choose to try and stop you and you back off, they're losing top minions, right?
that's-
Yeah.
But let's say they go do the top minions because they want to fix it. Oh, you guys get Rift Herald, right?
Yeah.
So it's if you have a choice, you should push and clear first, unless you know your play is working for some reason. So how do we
Yeah,
know
it
this is
was-
working? I have no idea.
Because I
Right.
made it one, and we saw 2 people mid, or see 2 people mid right now.
Wow, you guys, you guys just kill him because you're playing Kaisa. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, teamfight breaks out. You gotta hope this. This is 100% winning.
Oh, yeah.
We don't even have to
Please.
watch this, right? How do we know it's 100% winning?
Because we have more people.
Yeah, we have more
Right.
people.
So this is exactly how you want to play the game, in the way that there's literally nothing they can do. Right. Everything
Yeah.
you do is 90% consistency. So this is really good. But
Let's
I think
hope
we
we
have a
have-
Oh,
I wanted to quad it so
oh,
bad.
no. But I think we're seeing a lot of the same problems in terms of you need to go push these waves. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to go push and clear waves. Right.
Yeah, the game is done. Yeah, that's the
see.
one. That's the one where I
This is
played really bad. Yeah.
Let's take a look at this one, and then I
the
think
X game.
we'll have seen pretty much everything we need to see.
Oof, yeah. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Trust me, this one.
Oh no! All right,
We
let's
had a
fast forward to
banger
mid
game
game.
last game, and then this one.
I might have been a bit toxic in chat as well.
Oh,
Yeah, let's not
Jesus.
talk about it. You were giga toxic.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, you definitely don't want to start this. What's going on here? You definitely don't want to start this. Why don't you want to start this?
I don't know. We have
Waves
man
are
advantage.
pushing.
Yeah, I mean they are.
You have man
kinda.
advantage? They're all missing.
But their mid laner is dead. Oh, so
Wait,
is
your mid
ours.
laner is dead.
It's true.
Look at this.
Yeah, we were 3v3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys don't really have. There's no reason. You need a reason to do something, right? So let's say you pushed out your waves and everything is pinked. That would be a reason.
I think Saber reset, or she walked back mid. I like W'd to the Thresh and saw that only Thresh was there, and he backed off. So I was like in my head like, okay, so Thresh is backing off. So I'm pretty sure no one else is there besides Saber maybe, so we can start this. Because they're not gonna be here fast enough.
Okay, fair. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because it was pinked, right? And you guys are really strong right now for some reason. You have a Rage Blade, so should be okay. But you know, this is how the throws start, right? The team-wide throws is doing like doing a questionable objective. Right?
Yeah, I like had Rage Blade, and you probably know, of course, yourself, right? That objectives with Kai'Sa with Rage Blade so fast. So, and we saw Saber mid and Thresh backing off, so we kind of knew where they are.
Should be good then, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
here you keep
That's what
pushing
I
out.
thought.
What? Oh, what's going on here?
So we have vision. Like Bobbi calls me to blue buff to like steal it because we have vision already. And
Okay.
Flash and looks is top and Jax too. So we have more men anyway since Ori can collapse.
You
And
just kill this guy. Oh.
Yeah. At worst, it's like 3v2, and we win anyways.
Yeah, I should have. I think you guys could have killed this guy, but getting blue
Yeah.
is fine. I think it's good. Wait, what are we doing here?
I'm resetting.
Okay, let's
'Cause
take a
there's
look at what's going on here. So,
Yeah.
after you push this wave, you guys are trying to fight blue, right?
Yeah.
And then look at this wave. Are you losing minions?
Yes, I should
Yeah.
have pushed one more and then do blue.
Right. So we got similar ideas going on here, and because you're losing minions, well, at least not in the long run, but right now you're losing minions. What's gonna happen to this wave, right? How many minions did you lose in the end?
2 waves probably.
Two
You lost
waves,
12 minions.
three.
So
Yeah.
it's the same thing in terms of figuring out what you should be doing in the mid game. Is this idea of wave management, right? Because if you had gotten those, what would your CS be? It'd be like 140 at
Yeah.
15, right? Which is it's just what everyone likes to see, right? 10 CS a minute. So.
Yeah.
But here, pushing out first is good. Okay, they're all showing top. You just keep going for the tower.
Yeah, let's not
Good,
watch
good,
this
good.
play. I'm really into that one. Oof.
Oh, this is a free 1v1.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
you
at
can't
the
land
double-
W.
No, look at it afterwards.
The
Look at
auto
what I
attack
do.
on
Instead
the-
of
Wait,
running
what?
up-
Ah!
Instead of running up.
Wait, why can't you
It's-
just... Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly. But I should have been Herald. We talked
I
about
think
this
yeah,
so
I
many
think
times.
it should have been Rift.
What?
That's
You should
Rift.
not be Rift. What do you mean? Yeah, look at this picture.
Yeah.
Password. Okay, here. Okay, Malphite's top, so he gets his own lane. Oriana's mid, she gets her own lane. You need to go bot,
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
right? So you
Why?
go bot, right? And why do we not have to be a Rift? Oh, their Jax is dead. We can free farm bot. If Saber shows up, then you can do Rift, right? So that's exactly what happens, right? In terms of people are at Rift, and then you get to push bot, right? This is A-okay. We'll say this is fine, right? The problem is that, okay, execution-wise, we kind of didn't get this guy for free, but you have the right idea. You should be bot here.
But wouldn't it make more sense if he's at the objective and then we can take mid tower from that?
So in terms of...
and then a Malphite should be in the bot lane.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you going to get Malphite to come? If you didn't go bot already, then you can't be like, oh, we're all going to go top. And then Saber pushes into bot and you guys lose 3 waves of farm, right? It doesn't make sense, right? You're literally about to lose a wave bot if you don't go right now, right?
Right.
And it doesn't look like Malphite's channeling base, so you definitely go bot here, right? Does that make sense? The AD carry's job, your job is to be a Rift Herald, right? Your job is to make sure that they either can't do it or you find something if they do something without Jax, right? But his job is to make as much money as possible. And so if he's not under any pressure, because they show up, so he can 1v1 Saber, you can do whatever you want on the map, right? So this is the correct idea, is pushing out your waves, right? So I don't know what happened in this fight, but you guys shouldn't have started Rift Herald. How come you guys shouldn't have started Rift Herald?
Because the wave in top isn't pushed out? Or...
No, there's a bigger reason.
We only have 2 tanks there? We don't have Kai'Sa?
No, bigger reason. Yeah, you're missing a person, right?
Yeah.
So if Saber shows up, you might have a problem here. Right. So that's why you would want them to start it.
Right.
Instead, right? But yeah, you guys, he's doing the right thing here. It's just, I wish you wish he didn't die here, because that would be... it would have been a lot better, because he would have gotten another wave. You would have been really far ahead. Not only would you get this wave, maybe tower, maybe their jungle camps too, right? So
yeah.
But honestly, that's the right idea, right? You gotta go bot again. Oh
no!
This is trolling.
No, don't want you to trolling.
What's going on here?
Out of base and I'm dying here.
What's going on here?
I wanted to do the grab for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
So
after that, like fight with Saber, where I gotta agree, like I killed her and then I died because I misplayed myself when I shouldn't have died, and my team like entered the play at Rift Herald and they all died, so I kind of tilted, and I don't know. And then it all went wrong. It all went wrong.
I think we see this every game, right? What are we doing here? What should we be doing here? What do you think?
Going bot, pushing.
Push first before you do this shit, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why we know this doesn't work is because they could literally be here, and not only could he be here, Saber could be here too. Oh, look at that, Saber's here, right? It's not like it's maybe they can be here. They're definitely.
They are definitely
right?
here. Yes,
yeah, they're definitely here. So you need to push first. It's like if there's anything to take away from this, it's you need to push your waves first before you do anything. Okay.
Yeah.
After this, we'll show you examples of what's going on, and we'll try and pull up a support example as well to see if you can get any insights. But do you have any questions as we're watching these?
Well, I still have because I'm stubborn in that fact, but I still feel like after we did the Inferno, right? We should have gone top, and Malphite should have gone bottom, and then we would have had the Rift advantage.
But I don't think anyone communicated that in chat. So how is he supposed to know, right?
Right.
So. If there's random shit like this going on solo queue, or maybe your top laner doesn't want to swap for whatever reason, then it's fine to go bot, right? You don't have to do the optimal thing. You just need to make sure you're doing something good always, right? That's the big idea. So here you guys get Inferno. You push this out really good. You don't want to hope this, right?
Unless, I'm not helping.
That's good. Oh, unless you can one-shot someone.
No, I'm not helping.
Oh yeah, you're out. Okay, good. Right?
I'm not helping.
That was good.
Yeah, I was.
You can't help that,
when I run down, they're gonna catch me too. So I'll just try to recall.
That was good. That was good. If you can't help that, don't help that. Oh, this looks free.
Yeah.
Just kill Saber. I think is fine. Sure. Seems good. Kill this guy. Oh, okay, he's gone. Push mid, right? Or you can push top. It doesn't matter. Oh, you're doing something weird. What's going on? You want to push?
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of like.
And it's everything dominant.
Just because it's like there's a lot of like you want to try and hit them whenever you can, but that's kind of not really how it works, right? You're literally never gonna get anything by doing this. You want to push.
No, that's absolutely true. Yeah.
Right. Your instinct should be to push the waves or clear the waves instead of hit someone. Right. What's going on here? Instead of basing, what should you do?
Push the top wave.
Push. No. Clear mid. Yeah. Push top. I don't care. You gotta push something, right?
I die here though.
Really?
Scanner was clean. Yeah. Scanner was clean. And then I die.
Oh shit! What is your Pyke doing? Oh no, he can't help. I guess. Oh, this is tragic. How did they know? What the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe they.
Wait, they're genius.
I think they had a ward there. Yeah.
Wait, they're actually genius.
Yeah. The Elsa got outplayed really hard.
Oh yeah, that was a clean flash.
Yeah, and then I was fucking dead. I had
do.
flash. Look at my flash countdown.
Yeah.
If I had flash, I would have lived, but I should have just ran and
So what
not
happened?
really recall.
Yeah. What was the big idea here though? So after you do crab, what are you supposed to do?
Push up mid or top.
Yeah, go back mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why is it that you should go mid, not Orianna here? Why?
Because she's so far.
What should she do?
She should run bottom.
Yeah, she should go bot. Yeah, so because you didn't go mid, she went mid. So now we're losing minions bot. You see, this is a common trend going on, right?
Right.
Is that we need to be in the spot where we're supposed to, and that'll give us maximum income, right? In terms of solo queue, maximum income. And then because that didn't happen, and they had a really good play, a lot of random shit is going on, right? And you guys are losing this and Baron, and you're losing bot minions, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of really awkward. Oh, maybe you guys can fight this.
Nah.
Was that, by the way, was that a right play by me, or should I have just left him?
Oh yeah, no. I thought you had a very good chance of stopping them, but he outplayed the shit out of you. I mean, this is a sick pulverize too. It's just that they had, I don't know, they were just here first, right?
Right.
They had a really good play, I think. They had a one-shot potential somehow. I mean, the flash is 2 seconds. It was really unlucky, honestly. But yeah, you had a nice try. Another thing you can do is if you think that they're gonna do something like this, you just walk up and press Q.
Right, yeah, that would have been easy.
That's another thing. But I think it's reasonable to assume that you can headbutt him away. So I wouldn't begrudge you that.
All right.
We'll call that unlucky. Okay. But it still stems from the same kind of bad habit. Right. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah,
okay, I think you can do this fast enough. You can do this fast enough. Okay. Yeah, and then push bot, sure. Okay, good. Push it out. Base, go mid. I think that's fine. Oh, okay. What's going on here? This is fightable. Wow, this is winning. Oh, you went the wrong way. Oh, what the hell? Okay.
But she doesn't die.
I think it's fine. You got all her health. So.
I flash up.
Yeah, I had flash as well. Yeah, I should have flashed.
Imagine you would just flash after the season she dies.
All right, let's talk about this. This is something that came up less, I think, in terms of your games, but this is probably still a good talking point. So tell me what's going on in this fight. What do you notice?
Pike gets caught. I want to try and help Pike.
Is he caught though? Is this a good engage by them?
No, absolutely not.
It's not a good engage by them, so it's not really caught, right? Caught is like he's dying. There's nothing you can do. So I think this is a fine start to a fight.
But imagine if it was Garner on the other end, right? I didn't realize he actually pulled in Saber.
I mean, even if it's Garner, I think it could be fine, right? What do we do that kind of doesn't make sense?
I'm walking the wrong way. Yeah.
And then sure, you ulti in, and then how do you know this is a good ulti?
Because it provides value. Yeah. But I almost killed her, so
that's good, right? But is there anything we're forgetting about when you went in for this?
The box.
No. There's something more important. So let's say we'll say Skarner doesn't have flash because you saw that happen.
Yeah, we saw that.
Skarner ult him out of his ult?
No. I would say you technically could, but that's not gonna happen, right? That's low percentage. What's highly likely? Who's highly likely sitting here?
Looks.
Yeah. So what's wrong with this?
Yeah, I'm getting Giga slowed and die instantly. If
you're trying to do something. Yeah, you're trying to do something when you're not ready for the missing person. Like you can't pretend people don't exist, right? How many times have you just died to talent over the wall? Kazakh sitting in this bush. I don't know. Rengar ulti, right? It's literally the same thing, right? So how do you stop that? You're just gonna die to it. So what should you do instead to beat this invisible Lux? That's what right here.
My blue trinket.
Okay, I think that's viable, right? You can blue trinket to check and then go. What else can you do? Well, let's say you don't have a blue trinket.
Just walk to the left side.
Walk there, wait for Lux to show up, and then clear. Just wait,
right.
basically.
Just wait. Exactly. Or you could say this. You're gonna do this, and the instant you see a Lux particle, you're gonna flash here.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, even though your positioning can be good theoretically, if you haven't thought it through, it's not good.
Yeah.
Right. So the problem is that I think you kind of when you see a fight, your first instinct isn't how do I do the most damage. It's how do I help this without dying. Okay, that's what your first instinct should be when you see something like this break out. Because I think it's happened a lot of times, but I would say it's probably not the main reason why you're losing. And then even though you do see her, you kind of die, so it's kind of awkward. But you see the point, right? She could have been in Fog of War; it would be much worse. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what happened here, but I don't know. We walked up to her. What happened here?
What?
Like, how do we prevent her from just killing us like that?
Just walk
back.
downwards.
Yeah,
Right.
well, don't walk back in.
Walk away from her or something, right?
Yeah.
You want to stay. You want to stay away from the abilities that are going to kill you in a fight until you have a way to beat that, right? Let's say, for example, honestly, like fights don't 5v5s don't break out as often as I'd wish in League, but when it does happen, you need to make sure that you know what's gonna kill you. So Lux Bind, Jack Stun, Thresh Hook, right? All these things are the things you're watching out for as an AD carry, and you don't fight until it's solved for, right? Let's see what's going on in this fight. This is a 5v5. Oh,
Yeah.
we're starting Baron. What face? Why do we think we can do Baron here? Maybe Malphite can tank, so you're just pranking. So I think it could be a good bait. Oh, this is really getting dicey.
I actually don't know why we thought we could do it.
Right,
Maybe
so
we thought we could burst it, or
that's the exact reason why you can't do it. But you guys get it somehow. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Why is this? What is the goal here when you start this Baron? What do you think?
Killing
take
them.
Try to
Yeah.
fight.
You're on a turn, right?
Yeah.
So let's say if you had like a Fiora instead of a Malphite, can you do this?
No.
Right. So this tells you that if you have a tank, you can do this. You can bait them into coming in, and then you're trying to turn. So what do we do here that wasn't turn?
We didn't. Well, I tried, I guess.
Right. But what is he what is he doing?
Just keep on. Keeps on.
he keeps going. Right. It doesn't make sense. So why is this doesn't make sense? Because not only can they flash in and steal it, they can even do something like flash, suppress your pike, and then smite it, right? Or they can throw, like if they have a Lux or Xerath, you're like, oh, you're never supposed to do Baron against Xerath. Lux is kind of the same thing, right? She's going to throw a bunch of shit at you guys. Oh, surprise. He dies. Skarner flashes in.
No, I comboed the Skarner, so he can't steal it. But
right, but it's kind of, what's the percentage that this works? Right, we're trying to increase consistency.
Yeah.
it's a 50.
Making-
Yeah.
Not even 50-50.
It's probably worse than that, right? Oh, and then, everyone's dying now, right? Why is that?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get away. I'm pretty sure you can beat this guy, but this is 3v4. You want to run, right? So, wait, what?
Yeah, try to. So okay. Stop.
Oh!
So my instinct was there. The Orianna has flash, but I don't know if she is gonna flash in time. I have QSS, so if Skarner ultis me, I'll get out and we both live. But she can just die here, right? She even gets hit.
Your QSS.
Yeah, but now I wasted everything for her. Kinda.
Right, if you want to bait for him, how do you know using your E here is good?
Huh?
Like, if you want to try and make Skarner go for you, should you use your E?
No.
Right.
'Cause
So
he
you just turn around and hit him and run, right?
Yeah.
But it got really dicey because you use your E, right? You could have QSS and E down. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. So when in doubt, just run. Just let him die. Like this is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a mix of several things. I think it's like trying to help people and like low value abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like the same things that have been going on in the last few games. But like it seems to me, a lot of stuff that happens in these games is just like you go with the flow and you either win or you lose.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we make sure that we're always kind of winning? And the best way for you to do that as an AD carry is just pushing out your waves and only hoping when you know it's good, right? 5v5, 5v4, that kind of stuff, right?
I think a big problem in this game was not following the pattern of closing a game, right? We were overextending too much, greeting too much.
I think that fight was fine, right? It was just a really weird Baron start, right? But here this is fine because they're dead.
But,
right?
but before this though, we could have gone this, right?
Let's see what's going on here. Dragon fight breaking out.
Yeah,
you don't chase this.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're chasing.
Yeah.
Unless you can ulti immediately. You gotta start something now and then okay, this is fine. Yeah, if you can kill him like now. Oh, this is getting kind of weird. Oh yeah, it did get kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so it's basically like once you find an advantage, if you want to kill them more, you gotta happen in the next like 2 seconds. Otherwise, you go push, right?
Right.
So yeah, this is kind of strange because this is a similar picture to the last fight where she's hiding here, and I think it's lucky that we didn't get hit somehow, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, push and then taking him. Sure. Base stop jacks. Fine. What's going on in this picture? Oh yeah, how did you die? What the hell?
Me?
I don't.
Alistar. Yeah.
I don't remember actually.
Oh, goodbye.
I get
Oh,
caught.
he's a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you guys are just waiting for Alistar. And oh, what's going on here? You trying to help? You shouldn't help. Oh, maybe you can help. That was not clear enough for me to go in there. Yep. so when we say, remember how we're talking about, if you want to fight a 4v5, you can stay around to see if you can help, but you don't actually go in until Riven gets that like 5-man knockup or some shit, right? This is the same thing. You don't go in until you see something so good you can do this, right? So when I see this, that wasn't good enough. Right. You gotta be like, oh, we're actually killing him now, like insta kill, right? So because it wasn't insta kill, it's just this is the expected result, right? I think you do have a bad habit of just trying to help what you see, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's literally no way to save this.
I was in base, and Arya was bottom.
Right,
I mean,
it's just
could have lived.
3v5.
I think I could have lived. I still had QSS and ulti, but I don't know if I would have died anyways.
Right, it's just this doesn't make sense. Like if you do this 100 times, how many times do you win this?
Not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot. You want 90%. That's your gold standard, okay? And the rest of the 10% is some random bullshit, right? I think we saw something today that was like, what did we see today? That I was like, that's just like unlucky. I can't remember.
The Fiora where the
Oh
Lux
yeah, the Fiora.
killed
Dude.
me.
Yeah, Lux threw a bind and Fiora stun you. We call it unlucky. That's the 10%. Okay. But anything like this is the average case, right? And then this is kind of how you throw games because now they got a lot of money. Oh, look at that. That's kind of awkward.
Yeah, and suddenly I'm in 2-5.
Oh wait, you guys are actually gonna lose.
Yeah, we are. This game is over.
It's because you guys lost too much money because like Malphite said, 3v5, that kind of stuff. You don't want to help that, right? Like even if you didn't help and your team dies, you can make money while everyone's dead, right?
Yeah.
Like doing camps, pushing out waves, that kind of stuff. Oh, this is oh no, this is 4v3, 3v4. You wanna run, buddy? Oh,
Yeah, I QSS the
You need a
scanner, but
flash.
then I got hooked afterwards.
so what was the problem here?
Yeah.
They had
so
more
we-
numbers.
Yeah. We didn't have it. Well, we knew Saber was mid, but we didn't know where Lux was and the rest.
Yeah.
We didn't know Skarner.
You need to play like you're losing. So you need.
Yeah.
So here's something that'll help you a lot. When a fight breaks out and you don't know if you're hard winning. So when we say hard winning, we mean like you guys get a 5-man Malphite out, or Alistar has a sick combo on the backline or something like that. You play like you're losing.
Right.
So what does that mean? Oh, you don't try and E in, right? You want to save it to run away, right? You just walk up and auto attack something. That's kind of how you should be defaulting, right? Because because we didn't play like that, we're getting hit by like a bunch of random shit, right? So it's kind of awkward. You guys are gonna lose off this fight, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If they push down bot.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
here we go.
lost.
Here comes the rest of the team, and they're all gonna die, guaranteed. Oh, that was a bad ulti. Oh no, run! Everyone run! Oh, it's too late. All right, fast forward. I think they're ending the game, right? So yeah, it's very much the same ideas in terms of you need to make sure you're pushing out waves. You need to make sure that you don't help these fights unless you know it's good. And if a fight breaks out and it's like even, or if you can help a fight but you don't know how, you play like you're losing.
Okay.
Right? So similar to remember when you it was 4v4 and you ultied in and I said Lux could be in the bush.
Yeah.
You play like that fight is losing. Okay. So let's try and look up some examples because I think we've seen
Enough.
I think we've
Yeah.
seen a lot. So this is a good example. This is an example where everyone's just trolling. Let's fast forward and let's go to the mid game. And do you have any questions, by the way, while we fast forward past this stuff?
So I mean, I don't have questions for the replay specifically, but I have other questions.
Right.
So, for example, like, I mean, what elo are you playing right now currently?
Right now on my main it's like 300 points, 200 points.
Okay.
So below challengers, but still playing with challenger players, and then on these Smurfs it's like
Yeah, but
masters.
that's fine. But my point is like games in like D5 are very different. So, like if
I know.
let's say I play like you. Like people in like masters or whatever are playing like sure they are still bad and like a lot of mistakes happen, blah blah blah, right? But they're somewhat smarter. Otherwise they wouldn't be there, right? So if I play like consistently and like push out waves and etc. and stuff like that, how do I get people to not do dumb things? Because if I'm not there and they still do dumb things and then just die because I wasn't there, like
So I know what you're saying, right? So let's say they're doing something stupid and then they die and then they blame you because you weren't there, or maybe
exactly
something like that, right? So what you do is you have to recognize what looks really good and what looks really bad and what you're unsure about, right? So when we say what looks really good, let's say they got caught and they're still trying to do their red buff. Everyone runs in. You spam ping forward. You start this fight and then you win because it's 5v4, right? Let's say someone on your team got caught and your team is still trying to fight this dragon. Okay, you spam back ping because this is 100% losing, right? Let's say you have no idea and they're still trying to do something, you back ping. Right, and that'll make them question if this is actually good or not. Because if they
if they do it anyways,
that's not your fault. Then
it's still better to not go there.
Yeah, it's still better to not go there. You're not supposed to. You can't help something that doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Let me show an example. Okay, this is not exactly Diamond 5. I think it's like Gold 1 Platinum, but I was playing on a unranked Challenger Smurf. But it's the same idea where people are doing some stupid shit, and I'm just like back pinging, doing my own thing. Give me a sec. I can find it real quick.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I play like in Plat or Gold, like I win like 9 out of 10 games, right? But the thing is, like, kind of where I'm at right now, I plateaued, and I think it's the same for Hank or Bobbi rather. So I can't just like, how do I describe this? I can't just like accept that my team is like doing dumb shit because I don't know if I can out-carry them in the end anyways, right? This is kind of the problem. So I kind of make these mistakes by just coming and trying to help before they do something stupid.
Think about it this way. It's not about like what do I need to do to win this game? It's about like what do I need to do to make myself a better player?
Yeah.
Right? Because a better player will win a game, right? And how do you become that better player? You need to build good habits. So let's say in order to win this game, you need to go help your team that has a 10% chance of winning this fight. But the better player would just push his side wave to finish this item and then come defend the Nexus, right? What should you do?
Yeah.
Instead of helping that fight, there's no way to win. You should try and defend the Nexus, which is what you should do, right? For example, right? Or instead of helping a fight that's already lost, you need to find something else to do that's productive, right? And in that way, you can solo carry by not making mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Like in this game, I'm just pushing. I'm just spam back pinging mid. In these examples, right? So like if I go top here and you're doing some stupid shit here, right? This is exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're at their tower.
Yeah.
What I do, I'm spamming pinging, or until I see something good, I come. Right. I don't know why I'm not spam pinging, but I think it's because Elise is dead, so they're 4v4, so I don't mind. But that's the big idea. I don't really care what's going on here. I'm just pushing top until this is good, right? And then we say, oh, our number matters, so we're coming, right? But even on the way, we're just like doing something productive no matter what is the big idea.
Yeah.
Right. So if you go help your team and it's not being productive, you know there's something wrong, right? Let's see. Any other examples? Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Seems good. All right, here we go. Yeah. This is a good example. Like, what are they doing mid? I don't know. Can you help this?
No.
Within half a second, you have to decide. Can you help this? You say no, right? So I agree. You don't help this. You're just like, okay, you guys need to get out, and I need to push top, right? And even if they're pinging me, how much, like how many elo do you think there are below me? And they think I'm doing something wrong, but it's not. It's like they think basically like if someone pings you for doing something like this, you need to trust in yourself. If you can't trust in yourself, trust in me when I tell you that this is what you should be doing, right? In terms of this will generate a consistent outcome. That's good, right? Even though my whole team's dying in the jungle, I don't know what's going on. We're pushing down top. We're threatening their time. Yeah, we're literally threatening their base. I literally cannot help that, but I can kill this, right? And because we've been farming the whole game, we can just kill this guy, right? It's the big idea.
Right.
It doesn't matter what we're doing, as long as we're doing something good, right? I don't know. I could not help that fight over there, so we're just here breaking this base. I think that would be good, right? Even if your team dies, your AD carry is getting strong. That's like the kind of the point of the game, is that your carries are scaling. Right? Your team is buying time for you to do something. So like, remember that Rift Tower play where you're a bot? It's the same example, right? Your team is buying you time to farm as hard as you can, so you can get strong in the game. Your job as Kai'Sa is not to win early mid game fights. How does that make sense, right? What are you supposed to do? You press Q.
Yeah,
you're gonna lose to Camille or whatever other champs they have, right? It doesn't make sense. You want to be scaling as hard as possible, right? I don't know. I think this is a good example to look at, but does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So in this fight, we'll take a look at this fight. So, what do you notice about this fight? We'll talk about this.
So, like Nami already used her ultimate, and Camille is TPing in, so you're 5v5.
Right. 5v5. That's like at a glance. And then, are we winning? How do you know? No, I have no idea. Right.
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. So we pretend we're losing. So you'll see, I'm in a super safe spot. Right.
Yeah.
No idea what's going on. Oh, we're in a spot where we can't die. That's the important part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. He gets away. That's fine. Would you ulti that?
Hell no, dude.
Yeah, hell no, dude. So you want to run, right? If you have no idea, you want to run, which is what we're doing. And then, oh, looks like we lost. Could we have won that fight? What do you think?
Sorry?
Could I have won this fight? Apparently, our team lost.
Hell
right?
no.
There's nothing we could do, right? So the whole point is that you don't make things worse, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and this guy's trolling, so maybe we can find something. Oh, never mind. I'm not having any of that.
Yeah, you had good vision, so you knew he was alone. So
Right.
of course you can make the play, and you ulted you earlier, of course, right? So
Right, ulti's still up. Everything is still up. And then notice what we do the instant we realize we can't do anything. We push mid.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
That's what you need to do. You need to push mid, right? And definitely don't hit tower. We're doing something productive, no matter what. Right.
It's okay, we're scaling.
Right. And then fast forward, and then oh, they do some stupid shit, so we get some free kills. Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, you can do that, right? It's all about building consistency. So notice how we're always coming back to this wave, right? That's like the big part you guys need to do, is always come back to push or clear the wave, and you guys are winning. I promise you.
Right.
Fast forward. I mean, I think this game will help you a lot because this is a game where whole team is kind of inting except for me and Sona. So this is perfect. You guys play this shit, right? Kai'Sa, Sona. So what do you guys need to do to win? You just need to make sure you make as few mistakes as possible and scale up as hard as possible, right? So I'll clear mid, right? Seems pretty good. Fast forward, you go back mid.
When was that game? Was it
This is
today
like
or yesterday?
last week.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Right now I'm really debating on what to build on Kai'Sa, because like Kai'Sa's my main champion, and I started her like in and out. And it got really weird with the Stormrazor change, because when you bought Stormrazor first and still bought AP, like Stormrazor into Rageblade into Nashers, you had your and started D-Ring, you had your Q upgrade at level 11, your E upgrade at level 9, and your W upgrade as soon as you hit Nashers, right? But now when you start D-Ring, you get your Q upgrade on level 12 when you build Stormrazor first and still go into AP afterwards, and your E upgrade at level 9. And your upgrade as soon as you hit Nashers. So I figured out that like you can like cheese if you have an easy matchup. You can build D-Blade actually, which is not that good for laning phase because D-Ring scales with W, gives you more damage on autos and on Q, but you get both upgrades at level 9, E and Q.
Right.
So I don't know.
When I play, I don't care about my upgrades. I just care about what I need to kind of win the game, right? Including my starting items. So I'll just like, I'll never start Doran's Blade, right? Yeah, it's always like Doran Shield, Doran Ring, or something like that. Yeah. And then, if they have a bunch of tanks, we're going like Gunsu's Nashers or something, right? Oh, this is a good example. Would you help this?
Hell yeah, Jin is so alone. Now.
That's how you lose, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Because you're cut off from your team, basically.
Right. How do you one-shot him and get out? I don't know.
I mean, you have flash.
You flash over the wall.
Yeah, you could ulti him like one.
So you're saying over this wall, right?
Yeah. But then
so what's to stop them from cutting me off from base?
Yeah.
Right. It's just not clear, right? And the reason why, after you calculate, oh, okay, we're gonna flash over the wall, they're gonna chase me, I still die, and we know that's usually gonna be bad, is because this is not a clean play.
Yeah.
Right. You need to know, like 90. When you say clean, it's literally 90%. Like this has to work 90 times out of 100. So how do I know this works 90 times out of 100? I don't. Which is why I can't go, right? It doesn't make sense.
Couldn't you guys go for the Malphite and Xin
but it's 5v4, right? Because our Camille died pretty much for relative free, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not good. You don't want to continue a bad fight. So remember, you want to pretend you're losing. Going for these guys is not pretending like you're losing.
So what Lee
Right.
does is actually a mistake.
Right, he's trolling, right?
Yeah.
He's fucking trolling. You gotta run. We gotta, cause like, what happens if more people die? They go to Baron,
Yeah.
right? So we gotta stop the bleeding here. Everyone wants to run, right? So we're just trying to spam ping. Everyone needs to leave, right? And then if you want to take a look at the bigger picture, the macro goal, what's our? How do we win this game? What do you think?
Getting
How does
Baron.
how does a team win the game?
Their
that-
team.
No, our team.
Teamfight, right?
Let me see. Is there a picture here? Here. How does our team win this game?
Where do you think? Split push.
Split push, yeah. You have Camille and Irelia. They could like you
Okay.
could 1v1 technically.
Okay. I think that's unlikely because Kled ulti is extremely strong against split pushers, right? In
What
terms of
ulti? Kled? Oh yeah.
right.
That makes sense.
I think Camille could go for it, but you know that's not happening this game, right?
Yeah.
And this is also not happening. There's no way for Aurelia
that's
to run
true.
away from Kled. Kled, Jin, Nami, she's dying instantly. So how do we win this game? Is there like an easier way to do this besides
Steal
questionable
Baron?
spinning?
Get a
would you
pick.
say? No. I mean,
Get a pick somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Good vision.
I think the first question is always who's scaling harder?
I
Yeah,
mean,
opposite
obviously your team.
Right. So only because we have Kai'Sa, right? Because kind of
Yeah.
and Camille versus Malphite,
mean-
whatever. Right.
I mean, Lee Sin
Sona.
falls off, right?
Right. Lee Sin does fall off, but so does Zin in a sense.
Kled, yeah,
Right.
Kled falls off as well, right?
Right. These guys are falling off. Okay. These guys are kind of equal. Okay. Camille. I don't know what's really going on top because Malphite is going to be useful, but Sona's definitely outscaling Nami, right?
Yeah.
And Kai'Sa's definitely outscaling Jin, even though
Yeah.
Jin's scaling is really
that's
good.
true.
So
That's true.
we're outscaling, right? So our job is we need to hold the fort. Unless if we take these fights when we know it's like it has to be good, otherwise it's a throw. Right? You take this fight, you guys are losing Baron, pretty sure, right? There's no way to guarantee that you're getting this guy and we're getting out, right? Or at least we couldn't figure that out within the half second that we landed that W, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't do it, right? So okay, we don't do it. We stall some more, and then sure, we push out waves like we said, right? Every time we're just coming back mid, right? This is the important part. We're gonna hammer anything. If there's anything to take away, it's this. You gotta literally gotta just come back and push the wave. Okay, that's like you have to do it. All right, look at my CS right now.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what you want, and you can do that. You were on that track until you like messed up for a second, right? In one of the games, you just gotta come back and push always, right? And then fast forward, what's going on here? Oh, some shit's going on here. Does this look good? I don't think so, right?
Nah.
No.
It's not clear, so we spam
Camille's
back
like
ping.
in
Oh,
base.
he's trolling.
Maybe that's TP, but-
Oh, people got upset. I remember I had to mute people here. Oh, he's just dead, right? Okay, can you defend this tower?
Hell no.
Agreed. So you just hide. And you just want to make sure you don't die, so you can yeah. People are not happy, so you can save the Baron, right? Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, they're diving. Let's see what's going on here. This is an interesting debate by Camille. Oh my god, that was a
Wow.
sick earlier stun, but still not good enough, right?
No.
I'll say it's still not good enough. We don't fight until we know. Oh, that
That's
looks
good
pretty good,
enough.
right? That looks
Yeah.
pretty good. So that's how we know we're going. And then, you know, regular team fighting, right? You can do all this. It's just for you, you just need to make sure you don't use your abilities until you know you're good to go. Right?
Why didn't you hit the Jin there?
Let's take a look. What's our goal here? We're trying to one-shot this Nami. Our goal is trying to continue this fight, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because we're winning. So we're just hitting whatever target I pick. Honestly, the specifics don't matter as much as the setting up a fight you can't lose, right? It's
Okay.
literally impossible to lose this, right? That's
Alright.
the important part. Yes, we can hit Jin, but honestly, if you calculate it, you'll know that Jin auto attacks you once and he's walking away.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
So
That's true.
Like you see there, like he just runs.
yeah, he just walks away. So we're just going for whatever consistent thing we can find, right? So
Yeah.
we just won that fight. We didn't have to do anything crazy, right? We're just making
Yeah.
sure we don't start an impossible
Camille is trolling,
to
though.
fight. Oh yeah, that's kind of awkward. Oh, that was kind of troll. I think I shouldn't have flashed there. Oh, feels bad. Like yeah, this Jin's just walking away, right? So that was pretty bad. I shouldn't have flashed. But sure. We take Dragon. How come we didn't go bot here? What do you think?
Because Camille is already going there.
Right, someone's already going, so we need to go
And
mid.
You can go mid, yeah.
Right, we need to go mid. Remember, it's always about making sure everyone gets their own lane. If you don't get your own lane, you're losing the game. That's what you should think. Okay,
Yeah.
fast forward. Oh, they're doing Baron. That's spicy. So they're doing what you guys are doing, right?
Yeah.
And just randomly starting the Baron. So okay, it seems not bad.
Maybe
right?
they saw Lee bot though with a
Oh
ward
yeah,
or something.
it's possible, right? So maybe it was good. They actually got away with it because they actually killed it really quick. Oh, he's trolling.
Oh.
What the hell? So yeah, we need to run, right? Until we see something good, we pretend this is losing, right? How safe are we right now?
100%, you can't die. It's literally impossible for you to die.
It's literally impossible until they
Yeah.
screw up, right? Oh, and then you ulti when there's no way out. He actually gets
Yeah.
away, which is kind of unfortunate, but
If you had your flash there still,
oh yeah,
then you
agreed.
have got it.
Agreed. But you see how this like consistent play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's literally no way to lose. That's kind of what you want to go for in these fights. Like if this works at this level, it's definitely gonna work at your level.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
for
I do
sure.
when I'm playing at your level. Oh, he didn't die. That feels bad. Oh, they're gonna
And
die. Don't worry.
it's pretty frustrating for the enemy team as well, right?
Right, they're just running in,
Yeah,
and then someone
yeah.
someone throws, and then you kill everyone. Right?
Yeah.
That's how the game works. Is who isn't gonna die?
Right.
Basically, who isn't gonna troll and mess up? Essentially, right? And then because of all that, because of all that consistent play, we're strong enough to basically like count as two people.
Yeah.
Right. So fast forward, and then this is probably the last fight, but you know how it's literally always doing the same thing. You just push, right? It's always it's consistency is key in this game, right? Sure, you push this out, and then okay, we're sieging. That's a kind of a awkward wave bot. So if this doesn't work out, someone's got to go fix that. But let's see, what are we doing here? Oh, they're trolling, right? We didn't really get to talk much about team fights, but how do you know this is automatically winning?
No one is in the position to follow up on you, and you dodged the JW.
Right. The big general idea is the team that has a failed engage loses.
Yeah.
Isn't Sona out of position here though?
I mean, how though?
She's standing on. Well, she's standing behind, like really far away from you, right?
Right, but she's coming back, right?
Right.
So it's not like, I mean, I think she was out of position because she was too close in a sense.
All right.
Right. But as long as you're within one lane's distance, right? The only time this rule doesn't work is if the fight is too fast. Someone's getting one shot, right? Any one shot. I don't know, something like that, right? But this is not fast. This is not that fast, I would say, right? And then it's like, oh, we're okay here because we have Zhonya's, right? There's no way for us to die. So failed engage, we win, and then there's literally at no point in the game where we able to lose any fight, right? That's kind of the big idea you want to take away.
Yeah.
It's just perfect consistency. Actually, we died once. It's kind of awkward. How do we die? Oh, trolling? How did I die here? Jungle must have come out. Oh, Jungle came out. That's kind of awkward.
Oh, she lives too. That's the tilter, dude.
Jungle comes out. All right, we shouldn't have chased because the jungle is coming, right? So
Yeah, you had
but that's-
absolutely no vision.
that was the one mistake, right?
Yeah.
But this is the big idea, okay? Is push waves in fights, pretend you're losing, and you only help fights you know you can help, right? Like even when you saw like this example, let me see. When I pressed W on Jin and you were like, "Oh, I'm going in," you don't want to go for those because it's not consistent.
I mean,
right?
technically, you could
Let me
have
see.
done something to make it consistent. You had blue trinket up, so you could have blue trinket there, like where it's fog, right?
Well, you're not wrong if we can if we have like a minute to calculate it out. But in game,
Yeah.
how do you
in-game
figure
it's
that out?
hard, Of course, right? I mean, in a perfect world, I think you could have to
It's like the
decide.
risk
Yeah,
reward,
exactly.
right? Value.
I mean, using the blue trinket
Let me
there
see, where
costs
is
you
it?
basically nothing. I don't know.
Wait, using
But-
blue trinket is
I mean,
pretty
if
important
you,
too.
Yeah, if
This
you
one
use
here.
if you hit the W, then you could use blue trinket ahead where it just gets dark, and then you can see how far they are away from Jin and like know if you can kill them or not and get out.
I think a lot of
Like
people would
here.
have gone in, but
Yeah, it is not clean to me. So
Yeah.
personally, I wouldn't go for it. Here's the thing: is that when we say like your plays have to be 90% consistency, it's a play is anything that's not hitting the closest guy and being
Yeah.
second, right? So we'll call this a play, right? So we need to know somehow that this works, and I don't know that. You have to
Yeah.
know like right now. So if
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't do that right now, then you don't do it, right? It's
Exactly.
the same
yeah.
idea of oh, why is missing an ability worse than not using it and missing an opportunity? Is because if you go on this, you don't have the opportunity later in the future, right? So
Yeah.
right, that's why we don't go for that. If I had another item, maybe this looks really good, but I don't think we're at that point yet. So
Yeah.
That's true.
definitely something like Jin heal, Nami heal. There's no way, right? I would say to finish him off.
Yeah,
right.
probably not.
You need like 6 Rage Blade stacks. I don't know. You need something. You need something more here. It's not clean.
Yeah.
Why did you go for the cloth armor before the
Sonya's.
stopwatch?
Oh, we're getting Zonya's. So and
But why
we didn't
you
have
guys-
the money for
Ah,
stopwatch.
right,
I think.
okay,
Here we
alright.
go. Right here. Right. 409.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we didn't have it. And you could say sell Doran's shield, but I think it's debatable. I didn't think we were fighting immediately. I think we had some time to make some more money. So sure, if we had a stopwatch here, maybe we can make something happen, like stopwatch the Malphite ult or something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't have enough tools, I would say. Even with Flash.
I was just curious. So.
Yeah.
Any questions? Do you want to go over support replay or?
Up to you, my dude.
I was just thinking about when I'm roaming, for example. When is it a good roam or when is it a bad roam? You know?
Oh, this is perfect. All right, this is the game I was playing here. So how do we know? Let's take a picture. Look at this picture here. So, let's see. How do we know that I can roam here on when I spawn right here? How do
The
we know
wave
this
is
picture?
pushed.
That's not the entire answer. I would say.
You have Mobies, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, boots is important, but the question is, what's gonna happen to your ADC if you go?
He's gonna
He's gonna
get
get
frozen
dove.
on. Yeah. Or
Is he getting
dove
frozen
even.
on?
No, he's gonna get Dove. He's just pushing it in, right? Saya, I suppose.
Saya is enemy ADC though, bro.
No, if you roam mid, I mean. Sorry.
Oh,
So if I
yeah,
roam
but
mid, is my AD carry losing CS?
if the wave is frozen
No.
there, yes, but I don't see it. So
Right, it's pushing back towards us. That's how I know.
yeah,
I can go right now.
then no.
Right. That's when we know. If your ADC is losing CS, he literally has to be like 0 and 5 for you to be like, this guy's doomed, okay? For you to just roam regardless, right? But here we know we have time because he's not losing anything from us doing
Right.
that. He's losing minimal. Like he's gonna lose some, but we're gonna get something in another lane, so it should be worth, right?
But isn't he overextending a little bit here though? Because I guess it's Saya Rakan. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing.
No, it's Gragas. So
Alright.
his plan is if Gragas shows up, he's gonna volley and run, right?
Okay.
That's the idea. So
Alright.
look at that fat wave, right? He's fine as long as he doesn't suicide. And then this is your time to roam, right? And
Right.
then even if you don't kill him, you're gonna make him
Just
upset a little bit.
pressure, yeah.
Syndra should
Yeah.
she has 0 mana. Okay.
It's probably not the best, but it was actually at this level I think is really good because he just teleported back, so he's gonna have to chug some pots. And then look, my ADC is under no threat.
Yeah.
But if it was the
But-
other way around, you can't do that. You gotta push out first, right? Let's
But
fast
what
forward.
if the ADC is pushing? Is it then a mistake by the support or a mistake?
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
like
ADC,
here? It's pushing this way, right?
Right.
And if you roam, you better come back when he's gonna get zoned.
All right.
Otherwise, you're losing. Your ADC is losing for not good enough reason, right? So here, that's
Right.
why we're staying, right? We're chilling. And then, oh, something's happening. We gotta go. 1 lane's distance, right? This is your time to go. We're just hiding. We're just hiding with
Gotta go.
pins.
See ya, Ash. Gotta go.
Yeah, basically.
But the Ash could still get fucked here, right?
Well,
If-
the wave hasn't pushed out enough. But let's say you're right. Let's say Gragas is trying to 2v1 her and she backs up. What happens
Yeah.
when Zin and I go through Tribush?
They die.
Right,
Yeah,
they're
that's
dying without flash. Oh, that's a feels bad. He got away. Wow, he's too smart. Yeah, we're going through Tribush, right?
Right.
That's exactly what's going on. And then it's like, oh, surprise, guys. But it looks
Hey,
like nothing's
guys,
really
it's us.
happening. Oh, we're just trolling. We're not really trying to do anything here. This is free damage. And then you want to push this in and you can go roam again, right? So the big idea is what is happening to your AD carry if you roam. So let's say they have an Alistar and they have a Xayah and your AD carry is going to get dove. You got to come back, right?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see. Oh, so something happens and then both AD carries die. you can go roam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because your AD carry is not really losing anything, so he's already dead. So yeah, you can go mid here, right? It seems pretty free. Oh, and then it's like kind of awkward, but
Oof, clean.
nice flash. I think that's who is that? Might be Hanser. Fast forward. We're just in their jungle. We gotta go bot soonish. Oh, we're looking for a flash here. I'm pretty sure.
Flash hook.
I
nothing.
will dominate X.
I will dominate.
On the graves.
We got a base, pretty sure. Yeah, we gotta go back bot. So to help our AD carry. That's the big idea. Is you roam when you can, as much as possible. But if your ADC is losing something, you can't let that happen. Unless you're literally killing another lane. Like
what if the ADC, if the lane is going bad, right? And you're like,
oh yeah, you abandon lane, dude. You gotta abandon lane and go home.
If I'm 0-5, yeah, if I'm 0, that's what he said. If I'm 0-5, you can go whenever. Like it doesn't matter.
There's no helping him.
Over,
the reason why you can't help him is because even if you are bot lane, you guys are still losing. So
right, and then you just help the person that's ahead, right?
Right, you go help Syndra or jungle or something, and then some massive fights breaking out. I don't even know what's going on here. But yeah. That's the basic idea. Oh, this is interesting. I remember this. And of course, when your ADC is we lost tower, you can go roam unless he's getting dove or something. I don't know. But basically, your job is to be where you think a fight is about to break out.
Yeah.
So like, remember when I was like, why are you bot as Sona with Riven? There's nothing going on there because even if a fight breaks out, you can't. How are you supposed to help without ulti?
Right.
That's the big idea. You always want to be where a fight's about to break out. So I think here we got outplayed a lot, but we're trying to be mid because we think something's happening here, right? And then
So actually, you should you can leave the ADC alone quite often. Right?
Yeah, you can often leave them alone. Like, do you know who Alicopter is?
Of course.
Sorry. No.
Yeah, he's
playing Ramos all the time.
Oh well, he plays Alistar too, and he always runs.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh,
so that's the big idea is you kind of want to impact as much of the map as possible without losing bot. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I roam a lot, but I usually just get like people just flame at me for roaming.
It can't be like a random roam. You have to have some kind of logic to it, right? Let's like your AD carry is not losing anything. You're running with your jungle, right? That has to be like here, for example. Our jungle is bot side. So if you try and roam through the river and your jungle is top, what are you going to do? You're going to get counter ganked by the enemy jungle, right? So it doesn't make sense. Anything else? Any other questions?
No, it's been very informative, actually.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I would say for Bobbi, you want to look at the laning phase the most, right? Your job is to win lane for your AD carry, and your AD carry's job is to not like throw in team fights and mid game. And then together, you guys can actually like pump out free wins. I'm serious. As long as you make sure you're not kind of hoping bad fights and making sure you're picking up waves, I think you guys would do really good. Because obviously, when you get a winning situation, you win, right? But when you get a losing situation, you guys lose, and you're trying to prevent that part. Right? You get handed a losing situation, you want to somehow save it as much as possible. So,
maybe one final question. Like I tend to be quite over aggressive sometimes in lane. What's a good tip for you just to back off, or like I don't know.
What do you mean by over aggressive?
Like I prefer to play really aggressive in lane. I mean calculated aggression, but sometimes I go a little bit too far in that sense.
So there are two things to take a look at. All right, so let's say we're playing Pyke, right? And we're playing against. All right, I don't know what the fuck this is. Let's do a different one. You're playing against this Jhin Soraka, and let's say we're playing too aggressive, so you E forward and you go for a hook, and then Jax comes out.
Yeah.
Right. Don't do that because you have to pretend that Jax is always here. Right.
Okay.
So what should you do? Oh, maybe we can try and get Jax to come out. So you walk up, and then he comes out, and you E away, something like that. Right. But you can't like randomly look for something. You have to pretend the jungle is always here. Right. Okay. And you also have to play towards the matchup. So let's say you're going for random hooks, but you're getting poked out. That's not good. Right.
But the thing is, in poke, you want to play aggressive, right? Against poke.
You want to make sure it's not about playing aggressive. It's about you want to catch them with a hook, right? So you don't need to throw out 50 of them to catch him. All it takes is one when he's not thinking correctly. right? Let's say you bait him into getting close to throw a Q, and then you immediately punish with like E flash or some shit. I don't know, but you don't need to like if you go for hook on cooldown, they're gonna expect it on cooldown.
Right.
But if you never use hook in the lane, they're gonna forget that it even exists, and then you just fucking throw it at their face from out of vision, right? And then they die, right? That's pretty common, I would say. So yeah, like you're afraid of the blitz who never uses his hook more than you are about the blitz who just like misses every time, right?
Right.
So that's what you should do is make sure that you're not getting poked, and then if you have an opportunity to set up a hook, you go for it. But pretend you have to pretend the jungle's here too, because if you that's like the worst thing possible is if you do something and the enemy jungle comes out, you guys get double killed. That's like you can't do anything for the rest of the game, right?
That actually happened in it, I think.
Yeah, your job is to make sure that never happens. Because it's your job to start something, right? Most of the time. I'm pretty sure 90% of the lanes, you're the one looking to make something happen.
But what if you see a good opportunity?
And the jungle could be there. Yeah, they're baiting you, right?
You just don't go for it then?
Yeah, it's called a bait. Or what you do is you pretend to go for it, and the jungle shows up, and you immediately cancel and you run. So you got what you wanted, right? You got a gank out for nothing. So you never do the thing that's like has an obvious punish. Let's say, for example, let's say you're playing Jhin, right? And you have a 4-shot ready, but they have a Zyra. So if you walk up to 4-shot him, he's gonna root you, right? So what do? What is he gonna think if you run forward and then the instant he roots, you go sideways? You're not actually trying to click him.
Right.
Yeah.
You're trying to troll him.
Yeah. Then
right.
waste mana and I lose nothing.
Exactly. The goal is you never actually do the play that's gonna get countered. You just pretend to do it, and then they're gonna screw up, right? So for you, it'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
So you pretend you're doing something stupid, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm just kidding." And that's the big idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah,
sounds good.
All right, cool. If you guys do have any further questions, feel free to message me on Discord. Otherwise, we'll call it here, and I'll upload this to YouTube so you guys can watch it later.
All right.
Thank you
very much.
Very much.
Remember, the big ideas, I would say, for Bobbi is work on matchup stuff to make sure you guys win lane. Because if your ADC screws up, you can yell at him and say, this is not how you're supposed to play the matchup, right?
All right.
And then for bounce, you need to make sure that you need to push out the waves and clear the waves.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. And then the second part is if you want to help a fight, you have to pretend you're losing. I think that's like a big part is you're just always going in. You're just always going in, and then it's like, oh, I can't help this after you die. Something like that. Right.
Yeah,
wait, you're coming out 19 kills. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, we lost it.
Oh,
it was kind of similar to that Malphite game.
Oh no! I bet you guys died to Cannon ulti at least twice.
Yes.
Right?
Not only twice. Not only twice.
Oh no! Oh no! But yeah, that's if you want to work on fighting, that's what you work on. I think the mechanics are fine, except those Jhin ultis we saw.
Yeah.
The mechanics are good. You just need to make sure you set up in such a way that you can't lose. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, sounds good?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. No problem. Good luck in your games. Let me know how they go.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.